If you guys are looking to create high converting sales funnels for either digital products, physical products, or just maybe even capturing leads, today in this video, I'll walk you guys through how to create high converting sales funnels with WordPress step by step. Here is a visual on how your funnels will work. Visitors will first go to the landing page. This is the starting point for your sales funnel. Next, we have a checkout page where they can review their order, and you can even offer order bumps to capture more sales. You can then offer additional upsells and downsells for your customers. An upsell gives your customers an extra chance to purchase another product while they're walking out the door. Did you guys know that offering upsells on your website can literally increase your conversions by 20%? Now let's talk about downsells. A downsell is when a visitor rejects the upsell and is given one more opportunity to make a purchase on your sales funnel. You guys can offer coupon codes or even discounted products to really encourage your visitors to purchase more of your products. On the last step of your funnel, your customers will be brought to a thank you page where they will receive a confirmation on their order. You can also redirect users to another website or even another funnel with an automatic redirection feature. What's also really cool about the sales funnel is you guys can A/B split test every single page of your funnel to really see how your visitors react to your funnel. You guys can create two different types of pages for each step on your funnel and test them against each other to see which one best converts. Obviously, the one that converts the best, you guys can choose the winner and set this as your primary funnel page. You guys will have also access to various templates to help you get you started, and you can customize any part of the website and make it look however you want. You can upload your own images, change the colors, change the fonts. Your sales funnel will be fully customizable to fit your needs. Also, you can sell any type of digital products, physical products, create free opt-in forms, and also send free downloadable files or links to your visitors. In this video, I'll also be walking you guys through email automation for visitors who abandon your cart. 30% of revenue can be recaptured with emails. We will set up email automation in order to recapture more revenue from your sales funnels. Now, this sales funnel can be built with completely free tools. We'll be using a free plugin and a free page builder. However, for these plugins, there is a pro version. There's always a pro version, right? So in the first part of the video, we'll be walking you guys through how to build the sales funnels with the free versions of these plugins. And in the second part of the video, I'll walk you guys through how to utilize the pro version for those of you who decide to upgrade. The pro version of this plugin allows you guys to build more funnels and gives you more features and options when building your sales funnels. And I'll walk you guys through more of this later in the video. Now, we're gonna build your sales funnel in 3 simple steps. In step 1, we'll get our domain and hosting and set up our website. This is required for virtually anything online. But not to worry, we've worked out a deal with a web hosting company and you'll receive a discount with our link in the description of this video. In step 2, we'll design the sales funnel with a free drag and drop page builder. We will import a starter sales funnel with a single click, and then from here, we'll start designing your sales funnel. We will also go through the general options and show you how to create high converting sales funnels with WordPress. In step 3, the pro version. The pro version does offer a lot more features to further extend the functionality of your funnels. We will also implement email marketing to recapture users who abandon their cart. So let's get started. Now, there is a link in the description of this video. It'll take you to step 1, and that's to get web hosting and a domain. Okay, so this is Hostinger.com, and Hostinger again is among one of the fastest and also the most reliable web hosting. It's also officially recommended by WordPress itself, so you guys can know you guys are signing up with a fast and reliable web host. Once you guys get here at the top right under hosting, you're gonna click on web hosting. Next, you'll click on claim deal. This will bring you to 3 different pricing options. You got premium, business, and cloud startup. I definitely recommend to go with business. Most people always go with business because here you get increased performance, you get NVMe storage, and you can host 100 websites with unlimited email and so on and so forth. It's honestly the best value for money. So right here, click on add to cart. Okay, now the next option is to choose a period. So we have 48 months, 24 months, 12 months, and 1 month. Now, I definitely recommend to go with 12 months. This actually gives you the best value. You guys get a free domain, and we also have a discount code to save you guys a little bit more money. Just remember, you guys also do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if this doesn't work out for you for any reason, no problem. You guys can always get your money back at any time. So once you guys select 12 months or better, you'll scroll down. Here you'll enter in an email and also a password where you guys will enter credentials to create your new Hostinger accounts. We'll then scroll down right here. You guys can choose to pay with credit card, PayPal, and even cryptocurrency. How about that? So right here, you guys will enter in your information, like your first name, your last name, your social security number. I'm just kidding, guys. You're not gonna enter your social, it's a joke, all right? So you'll go ahead and enter in your information right here. Now, if you guys scroll down, you guys will see this option here for a coupon code. Now, I actually have a coupon code even better than what their website offers. If you click on have a coupon code, here we can enter the coupon code Daryl10 and then click on apply. All right, and you guys will see that you guys will save like $5 or $6 more using my coupon code. And the next option is you guys will enter your name of your credit card. You'll put in your credit card information right here, the month, the year, and the CVC code. Now, once you guys go ahead and fill all this out, I will then meet you on the very next page. Okay, so when you guys sign up, it'll bring you to this page right here. Now, they're gonna ask you various questions, but I do recommend to skip it and just install WordPress. So at the bottom right here, I'll click on skip. So next, it's gonna ask us what tools we want to use to build our website with. I also recommend to skip this because they're just going to install a bunch of various plugins and themes that we're also not gonna use. So at the bottom right here, again, let's click on skip. Okay, so next you're gonna enter in your domain name. Now think long and hard because this is the actual name of your website. In case you guys are total noobs and are still not sure what a domain name is, it is typically the address of your website where people enter to access your website. So think long and hard and just go ahead and enter it right here. I'll go ahead and enter a domain name here. So I entered in Wilson Daryl Tutorial. And what's also cool is they do give you other suggestions for other domain names. So that's also pretty helpful. So right here, I'll claim my free domain and then I'll click on next. Okay, so next you guys need to enter in your personal information on who actually owns this domain. This is typically required by ICANN laws, and it also is helpful if you guys ever want to sell your domain because you can claim ownership of your personal domain. So right here, I'll just say this is personal, and then I'll go ahead and click on next step. So next you'll enter in your contact details, and this is important because this will show where your business was registered. You guys can also use your business address or where your business was incorporated. Once you guys fill out this information at the bottom right here, we'll then click on finish registration. So next we have the target audience. So you're gonna select the location of where you are doing business, and this will actually lead to faster loading times. For example, I'm in the United States, so I'm gonna select United States. However, if I do business in France or something, I can always select like France if my audience is in France, but I'm in the United States, so I'm just going to select the United States region right here. And this will actually lead to faster loading times for this specific audience. So I'm gonna go ahead and select United States, and then I'll click on next. Okay, so this is the Hostinger dashboard, and this is where you guys can access all the information about your domain name. Now, the very first thing that you guys will need to do is verify the domain that you guys purchased. So you guys will go ahead and check the email inbox right here, and you guys are gonna see an email from Hostinger. This is important because they need to verify the domain that it's actually you. So go ahead and verify this information. Now, the first thing I'll do is verify my email address for Hostinger. So right here, I'll click on verify email. Then I'll click on confirm. Okay, now we're not done just yet. We'll also need to go back here and we'll need to verify the domain in the actual email. So let's go over here to inbox. And then right here, it's gonna say verify your contact information for your domain. I'll click on this email. And then right here, I'll click on this link. I'll go ahead and click on confirm. And that's it. So our domain has now been verified by Hostinger. So let's go back to our dashboard over here. And now let's go ahead and just refresh this page. And after that, you guys will see that all of the notices have disappeared and our domain is now fully active. Now let's install WordPress. So over here on the bottom left, you'll see websites. Right here, you'll see WordPress. Go ahead and click on WordPress. Now it's going to say install WordPress. So right here, I'll click on install. So next we're gonna create some login credentials. So make sure that you guys do write this down. And this is important because you guys will need this information when you want to log in and log out of WordPress, right? So I'll go ahead and put Daryl Wilson Tutorial. This is my email address. This is important because if you guys do forget your WordPress password, it will be sent to this specific email on file. You'll create a username and then also a password. Once you guys create this information, here at the bottom right, you'll click on next. So now it's gonna ask us which version of WordPress we want to install. Just always go with the recommended because this is usually the most stable and up to date. So at the bottom right here, I'll click on install. Okay, so once you guys click on install WordPress, it'll bring you to this dashboard right here. Now to log into your website with Hostinger, all you gotta do is click on this admin panel and this will log you into WordPress and also your website. So go ahead and click on admin panel. And welcome to your new WordPress dashboard. So this is where all the magic happens. This is where we're going to install plugins and we're going to add a bunch of cool stuff to our websites. Now, if you guys want to see what your website looks like right now, here at the top left, I'll click on Visit Sites. And here is our new WordPress website. So our WordPress website is now live on the internet, and we're using a default theme called 2024, and it just basically gave us some starter content, but not to worry, we're gonna make the site look really good. Now, if this bar did not pop up right here, all you gotta do is just refresh the page, and then that bar will pop up. This typically happens from caching, right? So that's just one thing to note if you guys didn't see this little bar right here. So let's go back to our websites. So over here on the top left, let's go back to dashboard. All right, cool. So now that we got our domain and hosting, now we're gonna go to step 2. So now that we have our website up and running, now we're going to install a free plugin, and this is going to basically convert our WordPress website into a sales funnel website. We're also gonna show you guys how to use the page builder. It's called Elementor. You guys have probably heard of it. It's really easy to use. So let me walk you guys through how to create sales funnels in this section of the video. So before we go any further, let's adjust some of the general settings. So over here under users, let's click on profile. Now here you guys can adjust the color of the back end of your websites, right? So if you guys want to change it, you guys can go ahead and pick a specific color scheme. I do like midnight. I just feel like this is easier on the eye, right? So I'm gonna stick with midnight. We're gonna scroll down here. If you guys do want to update your email, you guys can go ahead and do that right here. This is important when you guys do request a password. It will be sent to this specific email on file. We're gonna go ahead and scroll down. Here you guys can adjust a new password for your WordPress website. I'll be showing you guys how to log in and log out in just a bit, but this is where you guys can adjust the password, right? We'll go ahead and scroll down here, and then I'll click on Update Profile. Next, we're gonna go over here to Settings, and now let's click on Permalinks. So for the permalink structure, you guys want to set this to post name. And the reason why we do this is because typically you want your website slash, your page, like your contact or sales page, not just like a bunch of numbers and stuff like that. So make sure that you guys do select post name. This is the optimal SEO setting. Then we're going to scroll down and click on Save Changes. Okay, really quick, let's go over here and now click on the general option right here. Now, if you guys do want to give your site a name, you guys can go ahead and do that right here. You guys don't have to do this. If you guys want to, you guys can. We can always come back to this later. You guys can also upload your site icon right here if you guys want to go ahead and upload your logo. And I'll scroll down right here. Now, if you guys do speak a specific language and you want to adjust the backend of WordPress, you guys can change this to various languages right here. And then this will actually change the entire backend of WordPress to that specific language. So it's pretty crazy, right? Pretty useful. So once you select your language, we'll go to the bottom and then click on Save Changes. Now, really quick, I want you guys to go over here to Plugins, and then we're gonna see Installed Plugins. Now, before going any further, I do want you guys to deactivate this plugin right here if it's installed. This is the Lightspeed Caching plugin. Caching plugins are very useful. However, I've actually experimented with our funnel plugin and this Lightspeed Cache plugin, and they do conflict quite often. So I do want to deactivate this while we're building the website. So I'll go ahead and deactivate this one here. Okay, so now that we've done that, now let's install a sales funnel plugin that's going to convert our website into a sales funnel website. So here at the top, let's click on Add New Plugin. All right, and then over here under Search Plugins, we're gonna type in WP Funnels. Just like that, WP Funnels. Now, before I made this video, I tested every single funnel plugin out there. I tested Cart Flows, I tested Funnel Kit, and this plugin hands down is the easiest to use. It's the cheapest and it has the most features out of any plugin that I've used for WordPress. So we're gonna go with this plugin right here. So it is WP Funnels. It is made by WP Funnels team. So once you guys see this plugin right here, you'll click on Install Now, and then we'll click on Activate. Okay, so once you guys install the plugin, it'll prompt you with a setup wizard. You guys are gonna see right here, it has a really beautiful interface, and even the automations are really simple to use. A lot of the other plugins that I've used were really convoluted and they were actually really expensive, but this plugin, it offers a lot of the features in the free version, so it'll work just fine. So right here, you'll see this little Let's Start button. Let's go ahead and click on Let's Start. And here they're just gonna ask some questions if you guys want more leads or if you guys actually use this to sell something. It doesn't really matter what we do right here, so I'll just go ahead and put Complete Funnel. Which page builder would you guys like to use? We're gonna use Elementor for this funnel right here. So it's going to install WooCommerce, which is the plugin that's going to sell the products for us. And then it's going to install Elementor. This typically allows us to design our funnels with a drag and drop page builder. We also have MailMints right here. Now, we actually are gonna use MailMints later in the video, and this actually does have a free feature that you guys can use. So make sure that you guys also select MailMint right here. So we're going to install these 3 plugins: WooCommerce, Elementor, and MailMints. And just to reiterate here, this creates the products that you guys can sell, and it manages payment gateways. This is the page builder, and this one right here will collect the leads and also use email automation. So let's go ahead now and click on install and activate. All right, if you guys do want to subscribe to their newsletter, you guys can go ahead and do that here. I actually recommend it because they might actually send you guys some updates and some features and all this stuff. This plugin typically updates quite often, so they're always adding in new features all the time. We'll put Daryl Wilson. Whoops, PC Hoarder. I love my email name, PC Hoarder. I always tell people this and they just like crack up. Like PC Hoarder, like it's funny, right? All right, anyways, so let's go ahead and click on continue. All right, and here it's going to say, let's create our first funnel. Let's go ahead and click on that. Let's create our first funnel, okay? Now, since we installed Elementor, this is also a setup wizard, but I do wanna close this right here, okay? So at the top right, if you guys do see this screen, just go ahead and close it. This is actually for the page builder, but we don't need to connect our website with the page builder because we just don't need to do that. You guys are also gonna see some little annoying banners. Guys, just close them, sorry. I'm just the middleman here, okay? So I'm gonna close all these little spammy notices, right? I also do want to allow MailMint to send information. This typically does, help them improve their products. You guys can put yes or no thanks, it's strictly up to you. Okay, so we got rid of all those annoying notices. Now, before we even go to the funnel section, we first need to create a product. So what are we selling? Well, over here, let's click on the all products under products. So we first need to create something to sell, right? So right here, let's click on create product. So we're gonna make 3 different funnels, but the first funnel that we're gonna create a funnel for weight loss. So I'm gonna create a product that I want to sell for that weight loss funnel. So the first thing I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna put weight loss course. Now, if you guys do wanna use Hostinger's AI, you guys can use that. So for example, here I'll just go ahead and put in my weight loss course and then put create description, and they'll go ahead and create some description for whatever it is that you want to offer. You guys don't have to use this if you guys don't want to, but it's cool to always have. Okay, so it just went ahead and threw in some content right here for my weight loss course, which is pretty cool, right? Now, scrolling down here, we're gonna see simple product. So this is a virtual product, and this is also a downloadable product. So for the first funnel, we're just gonna focus on virtual and downloadable. The other funnel will focus more on physical products, but how much does this course cost? Well, I'll put $50, right? You guys can also put a sales price right here. And then here, you guys can offer the downloadable files. So right here, I'll click on choose file. And then you'll upload these files and users will have access to these specific files. So I'll just go ahead and use this PDF. Maybe you guys wanna offer like a PDF or something like that. So I'll just go ahead and slap on this PDF. Then I'll click on insert file URL. So when they purchase this specific product, they're gonna get this file at the end of the sale. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down. So now we have product short description. Now this is the most important description. This is typically going to display on the right of your product. So what I'll do over here is I'll just go ahead and grab some content right here. All right, and then we'll go ahead and just paste that in. Okay, all right. So we have some short description and then we have the product description. Now the product description typically appears below the product. So once we finish creating this product, I'll give you guys an example of where this will display. So on the right side, you're gonna see product image. So what is the image that represents this product? I'll go ahead and click on set product image. And then I'll click on upload files, choose the files. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one right here, and this is gonna represent my weight loss course. So I'll click on open. Okay. And there is the image, right? We don't really need a product gallery. This really isn't for sales funnels. We can create product categories. So I'll just create one that's called weight loss. Typically, these are for larger scale e-commerce websites. And for sales funnels, they may or may not be important, but it's always important just to add it just for your own records, right? Product tags. We don't really need product tags, but we can go ahead and add that and actually see if this displays on the funnel. I don't think it does, but we'll go ahead and check it out. So here is the product, right? We have the weight loss course. We have some long description. We have the price, it's $50. They're gonna receive this file. And then here is our main product short description, okay? Here is the product image, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and click on publish. So we created our main product. However, now we need to create an upsell product. So what is another product that you guys want to offer if they decide to purchase this product? Maybe they want to buy another product that relates to food or something, right? So let's create an upsell product. So right here, I'll click on add new. And this is gonna be the superfood course. So maybe if they're losing weight, they might also be interested in some foods that are really helpful for them, that are really healthy and stuff like that. And this course will teach them what to eat, right? So let's go ahead and also, let's give a try to this AI thing. You know, I'm not really, okay, cool. So now we have some more content for our upsell. Now this actually may or may not display depending on you. There are options not to display this information, and I'll cover that more a little bit later. But let's go ahead and scroll down right here. And we're also gonna make this virtual and downloadable as well. And this is gonna be like cheaper, right? We don't wanna make it more expensive than the main product, but we wanna, you know, see if they can, you know, take action here. So we're just gonna offer this for 20 bucks. So for 20 bucks more, they can also get this course as well. So right here, I'll go ahead and upload our course. There we go, insert this. Okay, and then for the product short description, I'll go ahead and paste some content. There we go. Okay, so I'm just doing some course features. Now we're gonna scroll up right here, and now we're gonna set a product image. So I'll go ahead and upload files, select the files, and we're gonna use this one right here. So you're gonna see that it has like all of the foods right here, and you know, it's a whole course on it and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and upload this, and then I'll set the product image. Okay, and then also I'll assign this to weight loss. I don't want to select a product gallery image because I just want one, and I think we're all ready to rock and roll. Okay, so just to reiterate here, we have created two products. We created our main product, which is our weight loss course, and then we are now creating an upsell product for our superfoods, just in case they want to buy this and stuff like that, right? Okay, so now that we created those two products, now we can go on to the funnel section of this video. So over here, you'll see WP funnels. Let's go ahead and click on WP funnels really quick. Okay, so we're gonna create 3 different type of funnels. Now, you guys watching this probably have all different goals. Maybe you guys are selling courses, maybe you guys are selling fat burners, maybe you guys just wanna collect leads, right? So we're gonna create 3 different type of funnels. We're gonna create a digital downloadable product. So if you guys wanna offer a course or some sort of PDF, I'll walk you guys through how to create that type of funnel. Now, the second sales funnel that we're gonna offer is going to be a sales funnel for physical products. Now, the only difference is digital products don't have shipping and physical do. So we'll walk you guys through how to set up shipping for your sales funnels. And the third sales funnel is gonna be for opt-in forms. So if you guys are just wanting to collect leads or email addresses, I'll walk you guys through how to do that. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump back to the video. Okay, so here we can make funnels, and also we have our settings right here. I didn't really find any really useful options in the settings, but if you guys do want to go ahead and check these out, you can. Right here, you'll see that this is like the permalinks, integrations, and then any advanced settings. But for most of us, we don't really need to mess with these settings. So the general settings, I felt they didn't really offer too much, so there's really nothing to do here. So let's just go ahead and go to the funnel section. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create a funnel. So right here, you'll see create your first funnel. Let's go ahead and click on this button right here. All right, and here is a list of templates you guys can work with. So you'll see that there are a variety of templates. There's online coach, there is ebook supplements, digital products, beauty products, and fitness instructor, and so on and so forth. Now, you guys are gonna see that one says freemium, and then there's others that don't say anything on it. These typically are for the pro version, but you guys can still use these in the free version. In the free version, there's only 3 steps to follow, and in the pro, there is 6 steps. That includes like A/B split testing, conditional logic, and other various flows to follow. But to get started with, we just need to use the 3 steps, which is the landing page, the checkout page, and the thank you page. So for the first funnel we're going to use this one right here called Fitness Instructor. You guys can always preview these as well. You guys can also see the steps. So here you guys are going to see that it has step 1, step 2, and step 3, right? A very convenient checkout process for all of your customers. So here at the top right, I'll click on import, and this is going to import this funnel onto the website. All right, here we go. So you guys are gonna see now we have the landing, the checkout, and the thank you. And you guys can move this around, you know, just in case you don't want it so like scrunched up, right? So here we go. The user will first land on the landing page. You guys can drive users from your TikTok or your Instagram or social media to this specific landing page, and then this will prompt them to make a sale. Once they do, it'll take them to the checkout page, and then lastly to a thank you page. So first, let's go ahead and go to the landing page, and let's design the landing page. So right here, I'll click on this pencil right here, and this will turn on the editor so we can design the landing page. Okay, so this is the Elementor page builder, and you guys can go ahead and take these elements on the left side, and you guys can drag these onto the page right here. So for example, you'll see there's this pink line. If I drop it, you'll then see that we have this text right here. Now for every single element, there are 3 tabs. We have the content tab. This typically controls the actual content, right? We have style. This will control things like the typography and also the color. And then we have the advanced. This will change the position. This will also give it like space right here. And also you guys can add in things like motion effects, where you guys can like give it like animation or something like that, right? Fade in down and stuff like that. They have a whole bunch of them actually, like bouncing up. That's too much, but yeah, you guys get the point, right? So you guys can go ahead and use these 3 tabs right here to change any elements, right? So you'll see change any elements. And then here at the bottom, if you click on updates, this will actually save all of the changes that you've made to the website. And then this is now live on the actual website. Now to access those elements again, all you got to do right here is click on the 9 little square thingies. And then here you guys can go ahead and drag in these elements, right? Okay, now the first thing I want to do is delete this element. So I'm going to right click on this and then I'll click on delete, right? So you guys can go ahead and click on any of these existing, like, any existing elements, and then you guys can adjust all these to your liking, right? Now here on the right side, we have watch this video. You guys can also just replace this with your own video. So I'll go ahead and insert a YouTube video. Okay, so I just found this random video, right? It's just some weight loss promo video with this guy right here. And what I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna click on this little video and I'm gonna replace this. So you're gonna see a link right here. I'll go ahead and paste this link, okay? Also, what we can do is here for image overlay, you guys can actually choose your own image if you guys do wanna replace the image with something else. You guys can go ahead and put that there, or you guys can just completely get rid of it, right? So I'm gonna get rid of mine, right? And here for the video, I do actually want to adjust the video options. So I do want this to autoplay, and I also want this to play on mobile. All right, let's go ahead and close this. You guys are gonna see it's already playing, but I do wanna mute it, right? I don't want the noise, you know, that's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna mute this as well. And you guys are gonna see right away when a user comes to our funnel that it's going to display this video right here. Okay, so here we can adjust the options. Now I also want to adjust the alignment here. So I'm gonna right click on this column and then click on edit column. And I believe right here, we can put this in the middle, right? So something where it's a little bit more like, you know, right next to the, you know, the text and stuff like that. So I do like this more. You guys can also go over here under the pencil icon and you guys can actually change the size of the aspect ratio for the video. I'm not sure how that would work if you guys, you know, I guess this could work, you know, the aspect ratio, you know, if you guys want to adjust it like that, you know, it's really up to you. I'm just kind of the middle guy here, just showing you the options. But I think something like one-on-one works just fine. I do like this. So right when they get to the website, they're going to see this video play right away. And also they're going to be encouraged to take action right here. So that is a quick little rundown of how to use the editor. Feel free to actually go over here and just drag and drop elements. And then here you guys can design it. We can drag in like a button and so on and so forth. Now, Elementor is a very robust builder, and I do have another tutorial on it that's about 4.5 hours long that goes in detail. However, since I don't want to focus too much on the page builder and go into the nitty gritty, I'll just refer you guys to my other video. But I think after using this for probably just like a few minutes, you guys will definitely get the hang of it. Now, so now that we have this page right here, I want to actually guide the users to the very next step. So we need to add the next step button. So I first want to go ahead and change this layout, right? To get rid of this basic, collapse the pro, collapse the general, and here you're gonna see WP funnels. So here we have the next step button, and this will actually take users to the very next step, and I wanna actually take this and drag it onto the page, okay? Now I'm gonna scroll down right here, and I wanna show you guys a cool trick. So I'm gonna scroll down right here, and you know, I do like this button right here. So I'm gonna right click and copy this, and I wanna paste the style up here. So what I'll do right here is right click on this and paste the style. So now you guys are gonna see the button does follow that next step right there, and I do like that. So here we have the button type, we have next step, and this will take them to the next step of the funnel. You guys can also redirect them to another URL, and then also you guys can redirect them to a whole nother funnel if they like say no or something. So you guys can see how this can be very dynamic, right? You can make 2 buttons, and if they click on yes, they'll go to the next page. If they say no, which you can make another button for, then you can take them to a whole nother funnel, like a downsell funnel or something like that, right? So there is a lot of options that you guys can use with this builder, but let's just keep this very basic, right? Let's just go to the next step. Here we have the next step button content. So for the text right here, we can do something like buy now, right? So here I put buy now, and I want to pressure the user into actually taking action. Here we can adjust the alignment of the button, right? But I do like this justified button. I think this is actually kind of cool how we can just make this like stretch across and users can click on buy now. I do like that. But if we do decide to do that, we probably need to add some padding and margin to the right side, right? So right here, I'll add in like 15 and then also like 15 as well, right? And also for this button, I want to create animation. So when they hover over it, I want something to encourage them to take action. So under the advanced section, I'll then click on transform. Now here we have normal and then we have hover. So when the user hovers over this, I want something to happen. So over here under scale, I'm actually gonna change this to something like 1.2, right? So now when I hover over this, you guys are gonna see it gets larger. Maybe that's a little bit too big, 1.1. So I'll close this. And if I hover over this, you'll then see it gets larger. So it's actually encouraging users to take action there, right? See that? Okay. So that's just a way on how we can encourage sales for our sales funnel websites. Now, really quickly, so this is pretty optimal, right, for the landing page, but there are users coming on other devices. So we also need to adjust this for various devices. I don't really think we need this section. Let's go ahead and just close that. I think this is actually all we really need, guys. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I think this actually is a little bit more optimal, right? So I'll go ahead and click on update here. And then for the responsive mode, I now want to change this. So now we're gonna change this to tablets. Does this look good on tablet? I think this actually does look pretty decent on tablet, but we can always adjust it to fit your liking, right? So now we're gonna optimize this for a tablet, right? I don't really think that we need this little arrow right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. So over here under the advanced section, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide this arrow because you can see it's just too much stuff going on right here. So I'm gonna scroll down, and over here under responsive, I also want to hide this on mobile and also tablets. So essentially what's gonna happen here, it's gonna push the text up and it's gonna look a lot nicer. So users who do come on a tablet are only gonna see this text, this button, and then this video, right? And you guys can scroll down on the website and make any changes that you guys want, right? Now really quickly, if you guys do add in elements, this will display for all devices. That is one beginner mistake a lot of people make. So you guys can only basically design these for the specific device, but you can't add in elements. And if you do, then you need to hide them for all the devices. Okay, make sense? Okay. So yeah, you guys will just go through here and you guys can adjust this to your liking. But now let's take a look on mobile. Mobile is actually very important. So here we can see that now it's stacked, right? So now we have best-selling fitness author, and then we have this here at the bottom. So what we probably want to do here is maybe we should just invert this, right? So what we can do right here is I'm going to click on the 6 dots right here, and then we're going to go over here to the advanced section. And then for responsive, we'll click on this, and I do want to invert this. So I do want the video above the text, right? So we're going to reverse the columns for tablet, for phone, right? So now you guys are gonna see that this displays on the top, right? And then this displays at the bottom. But I do also wanna hide this element. I don't really think that we need this right here. This is actually from the desktop, so I also do wanna hide this as well. So right here, I'll click on this, and I'm gonna hide this, right? Responsive, and I wanna hide this on the mobile only. So essentially when they come to the website, they're just gonna see this video play automatically, and then they're gonna see this right here, and then there's gonna be a button for them just to click on, right? And of course, you guys can, get rid of the video if you want. You guys can have it just like this right here if you want. But I do feel like the video does help people take action, and this will autoplay on their phone, so it'll prompt them to actually take action on the mobile device, which is very helpful. So you guys will also go down here and adjust anything to your liking. So you guys can, change things or add things. And the best way to test this, guys, is simply just to get on your mobile device and see how all this looks. So right here, I'll click on update. And now let's go ahead and go back to the desktop view. And now you'll see the desktop view looks just like it did before, but if they visit on other devices, you guys are gonna see that it does display differently for specific devices. So it'll look good on all devices, no matter where your visitors come from. Okay, so that is a quick little overview about how to use this builder. It may take time to get used to, but feel free to go through the elements, drag and drop elements, see which ones you like. And after probably, again, just like an hour of using it, you guys will definitely get the hang of it. So now that we've created the basic landing page for our specific funnel, now we can go to the next step. So here, the Buy Now button, this will take them to the very next step. So now let's go ahead and exit this funnel, and now let's design the next section. So at the top, I'll click on the arrows, and then I'll click on Exits. And then right here, I'll click on Apply and Leave. All right, so it brought us to this page right here, but we're gonna hit this WordPress icon and go back. Okay, and now let's go ahead and click on the pencil and go back to the funnel. Okay, so we already designed the landing page, right? Now we need to go to the checkouts. But before we design this, we need to first add the product. So right here under settings, I'll click on the settings icon. And now I want to add in the product. So what are we going to offer? Well, it was the weight loss, right? Weight loss course. Here, I'll click on add a product. Okay, so it's 50 bucks. You'll see we have that image right there. And here's some other options where you guys can allow the use of coupon codes. You guys can have the coupons auto applied. Here, there are some pro options, but enable quantity selection, that's only available in the pro version. But now let's go ahead and click on the order bump right here. And now we're also gonna add in the order bump. So click on add order bump. And we're gonna add in an order bump right here. So right here, you'll see that we can click on the pencil icon. And now we're going to offer an additional product, right? So over here under search product, we're also going to type in the superfoods, right? The superfood course. And what's really cool is they have a variety of styles. So you'll see they have style 1, style 2, they have a bunch of different styles, right? Grab this with one click, pretty cool. 7, 10, I mean, they have just a bunch of them, so this is actually a really cool feature. What's also really cool about this plugin is this is actually a free feature for this plugin, but for the other plugins, if you guys want this, it's actually part of the pro version. It's kind of like a bad deal. But I do like style 2 the best, right? So we'll go with this one. And I think we'll go ahead and, what do you guys think about this color? This color scheme, I think we'll also use this one here. Why not? We'll also use this one here. Oh no, here, hold on. We gotta copy this, right? I'll copy this and then I'll paste it. I think the purple is not gonna do it for me, guys. We're gonna go ahead and change that. There we go, okay. Okay. You guys can also change the position of this. So you can have it before the order details, after, or even the checkout details, right? So you guys can position this in different places on your checkouts. Go ahead and scroll down. So next we have the product description. Now, if you guys do decide to add in your own product description, it will override the other description that we had. You're gonna see that this now changed, right? And I do recommend that because the other description was a bit too long, right? So this will actually override it. So you guys can create something else like, oh, the superfood course is amazing. You'll have beautiful face, beautiful hair, and your kids will be amazing, right? Or whatever you wanna put right here, right? And then over here, we have discount type where you guys can also give them an additional discount. So you guys can add a percentage to the regular price. So for example, if you want to give them, 10% off, then you'll see now it is a total price of $18, right? So you guys can add discounts right here if you guys choose to go that route, okay? But I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and at the bottom right here, I'll click on Save Changes. Also be careful that AI thing doesn't you don't hit that instead because you'll see that this is kind of overlapping, right? So just be cautious about that, okay? And here I'll go back and clicking on the arrows, right? So let's go ahead and reiterate here, okay? We are offering the weight loss course for 50 bucks. Of course, you guys can offer a discount. You guys can allow the use of coupon codes. And if they buy this, then we are also going to recommend this specific order bump product as well, okay? So let's go ahead now and close this. And now let's go ahead and click on the pencil icon where we can now design the checkout page. So right here, I'll click on edit. All right, so here is the checkout page, and you'll see that this takes them to the checkout process. Now right here, if I click on this, this is actually where the funnel checkout will display, okay? So really quickly, what we can do here is, if you guys do want to actually see this, here on the bottom, I'll click on preview changes. Now during the editor, when you're building the actual page, it doesn't show the actual checkout form, because this is actually being propagated with the shortcode, but this is exactly what it looks like. So you'll see it has billing details, your order, and then here they have to enter in their information. And then here, they'll just click on place order where they can go ahead and make the purchase, right? So if you guys do want to get rid of, some of this stuff right here, we can go ahead and do that. So for example, I think this is too much, right? And also we have too much padding right here, so too much space. So I'm gonna right click, edit the section, go to advanced, and here we have way too much padding, right? So we're gonna knock this down to like 50 or something. Okay. And then here we have our testimonials, and I think that's pretty good, right? So let's go ahead and update this. Okay, and then I'll click on preview changes. So here you guys are gonna see that this is actually a little bit more focused, right? So we have billing details, your order, they can click on this, and then this will actually change the price in their cart, right? So now it's $68. And then right here, they'll click on place order, and this will take them to the thank you page, right? Pretty cool, right? So that is how we can design the checkout page. Now let's go ahead and go back to our funnel right here. I'll go ahead and close these other tabs. So we designed the landing and the checkout. Really quick, I'll go ahead and refresh this page to make sure those changes are saved, because I don't want to have to do that all over again, which sometimes this actually does happen to me, and I'm like, damn it, Daryl, like, why did I do that, right? So here we have the landing is done, the checkout is done, and now we have the thank you, okay? So really quick, let's click on the gear icon for the thank you. So on the thank you page, you guys can choose to hide or display specific information, like the order details, the billing details, the shipping details. Now what's a really cool feature they recently added is the redirection. So if they do decide to buy something, they'll be redirected to the checkout page, right? Or the thank you page. Now, what you guys can do here is redirect them to somewhere like your website or something. So after 5 seconds, we can take them to my website. So I'll type in my website. All right. So basically it'll take them to the thank you page, but then after 5 seconds, it'll redirect them to darylwilson.com. So maybe you guys can redirect them to your website, or redirect them to your Facebook group or your TikTok group, or whatever it is you guys want to send them to. You guys can go ahead and send them to it with this redirect URL. So I'll go ahead and click on save. All right. And then I'll go ahead and click back. And now let's lastly just design this thank you page. Let's just make sure this is relevant for our users. Okay, so this is the thank you page. So you'll see thank you for your purchase. You guys can add in more elements right here, or add in anything else you want. And then right here, this will propagate the order information and let them know about everything else. And also it'll redirect them to the other website after 5 seconds. So let's go ahead now and test out this funnel. We designed it, so let's go ahead and walk through it. So in order to do that, we also need to add a payment method. So over here, I'll click on exits. Okay, now in order to test this out first, let's just go ahead and enable bank transfers or cash on delivery, just so that we can actually test the experience of the funnel. So in order to do that, over here under WooCommerce, let's click on settings. Now we're going to enable payment gateways in just a bit, but let's just first just do something so that we can test this funnel on, just to see how it works out. So right here, I'll click on payments. And then right here for check payments, I'll just go ahead and enable this right here. This is very useful for test purchases. So I'll just go ahead and click on save changes. I don't think people actually use this like for a legitimate payment gateway. Like, who's gonna wait for a check from some customer who bought something on your website, right? That's crazy. So over here, click on WP funnels, and now let's go ahead and test out the funnel. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at it. So right here, I'll click on view the step, and this will actually take me to the funnel. Okay, so this is a live funnel that the customers will go through. So, all right, cool, we got this video, I'm all ramped up to buy this. Let's go ahead and buy this. So right here, I'll click on buy now. Okay, purchase the bundle. Let's go ahead and fill out this information, and now let's buy this product. Okay, so we filled out our billing details. We can also grab this for one more click. Let's just go ahead and grab it. So it went from $50 to $68, check payments. Now let's click on place order. And then here we have thank you for your purchase. We have the billing information, the order details, and everything looks great. And then after 5 seconds, it'll actually redirect them to my websites just like we told it to. So that is how we can create a funnel. You guys are gonna see that it's a very convenient funnel, right? Very fast, very efficient, and the checkout process is really convenient. Okay, so now that we know how to make this funnel, now let's apply it to the website, right? So you guys notice that if we go over here to visit sites, and we, take a look at our website, we still got this, we got this. This is not good, right? So we got to go ahead and change this. So now let's apply that funnel to our websites. And to do that, let's go over here to dashboard. Now really quick, I want to change the theme of this. So over here under themes, I want to just change this from a block-based theme to just a hybrid theme because it's a lot easier to use. So really quickly, I'm going to change the theme. You guys don't have to follow me here, but I'm just going to show you that this is another way on how to apply funnels. So I'm gonna install this Hello Elementor theme right here. This is a very popular theme. And then I'll click on Activate. Now there's 2 ways to apply the funnel. So let's go back to visit websites. Now the first way to apply the funnel is by clicking on this Customize button. This will appear if you guys do decide to switch from a block-based theme to a hybrid theme. I think like the block-based theme guys are kind of like failures. I don't know, I don't really have any use for them. Many people don't like the editor. And WordPress is really pushing it, but most people prefer page builders and themes still. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Okay, and then for homepage settings right here, if we click on static page, we can then apply a specific homepage. So here you're gonna see that we have the fitness instructor landing. So if I click on this, it'll actually change our front page to that homepage as our funnel. And there you go. So right here, I'll click on publish, and then I'll close this. And now when users go to our website, this is the very first page that they're gonna see. So this is how you guys can apply different funnels all the time, right? So let's say you guys are selling one product and then it's not working out. You guys can go ahead and offer a variety of products simply by just changing the funnel, right? Really convenient. Now, another way to do this is over here, let's go to dashboard. So if you guys do decide to keep the theme, you guys will have to go to the, I think it's the reading section in the general options. Let's see, over tools, no, is it settings? Yeah, settings, or no. Yeah, settings, and I think it's reading. Yeah, I think it's reading. It's the same option, it's just in a different place. Yeah, right here. So your homepage displays, and then you'll also select the funnel right here as well, right? So that's the other way you guys can select it if you guys decide to use a block-based theme. So congratulations on the funnel party, people. So that is how you guys can make free funnels. So we went through and showed you guys how to make one funnel, right? But we didn't really include payment gateways. So for this specific funnel, you'll see that this is a live funnel people can go through, but we need to add a payment gateway. And to do that, we need to apply a payment gateway with WooCommerce. So first, let's install some plugins. So over here under plugin, let's click on add new. Now I'll be showing you guys how to do this with 2 payment gateways. We have Stripe and also PayPal. So right here, I'll type in Stripe. So we're going to install this plugin right here, and this will actually give us the ability to accept credit cards and live payments on the website. So for this plugin right here, go ahead and install it. Make sure it is by WooCommerce, okay? And then also click on Activate. Now let's install the other plugin, and we're also going to allow the use of PayPal. So add new plugin. And then for search plugins, we're gonna type in PayPal. And here's the plugin that we're gonna use, WooCommerce PayPal Payments. You wanna make sure this is by WooCommerce. So right here, I'll click on Install Now, and then we'll click on Activate. All right, so once we have those activated, now let's go ahead and connect it with the website. So over here under WooCommerce, let's click on Settings. Now you guys should probably enter in your store address right here. This is typically important for tax rates, and this may apply for some people watching this video. So in some states, you guys do need to charge like, sales tax or whatever based off where you're selling. So I do recommend to actually fill in the store address. So I'll go ahead and just put something in here for now. All right, so I put in my store address. Also, if you guys do want to change the currency, you guys can go ahead and do that right here if you guys choose to do so. And then I'll click on Save Changes. All right, the next thing we'll do is over here, let's click on Payments. So here is a list of payment gateways we can use. We can use Stripe, PayPal. You guys can also use WooPayments as well. WooPayments also is a new payment gateway, actually developed by WooCommerce themselves. So you guys can go that route if you guys do want to. But I'll just go ahead and show you guys first how to do this with Stripe and PayPal. And on your own free time, you guys can go ahead and check out WooPayments. So what I'll first do is I'm gonna turn this on right here. So I'll click on the little checker box thingy. All right, and once you guys click on that, it'll prompt you to get started with Stripe. So you guys can go ahead and connect an account, but really quick, this is Stripe.com. Now, Stripe.com is a free service to accept credit cards on the internet. There is no credit check and it's free to sign up. There is a small transaction fee, and that's typical for most companies that process credit cards. So you guys can go ahead and make a free account with Stripe. It's really simple to use. Just go through the steps, sign up, give your information, connect your bank account, and Stripe.com will send money directly from your Stripe account to your bank account every single week, or you can set it to every month and so on and so forth. I personally use this service for selling templates on my website, and it is very simple to use. So you guys will go through the process right here and make an account with Stripe. Once you guys go through that route and make an account with Stripe, you guys can just go ahead and connect this with Stripe.com. So I'll go ahead and click on connect an account. And here you guys are gonna see I have multiple businesses. So we have our, my coffee business, we have our main business, we have a demo business, and then we have a testing account. So I'll go ahead and use this testing account and click on connect. So now you're gonna see that it basically integrated all the information from our Stripe account to the Stripe settings. However, there is one thing we have to do before we accept live credit cards, and that's to enable webhooks. So let's first go ahead and enable this as test mode, just to make sure that you guys are more comfortable with this and you guys know what you're doing. So let's go ahead and enable test mode. Here you have the customer bank statement, and this is typically going to show up on their bank statement. And this is actually pulled from Stripe. So whatever it is that you guys use to sign up with Stripe, it'll show up right here on their bank statements for the transaction. So they'll know it came from you, right? Let's go ahead and scroll down, and now let's click on save changes. All right, so for test mode, let's click on edit account keys. And then here we have test information where we need to enter the publishable key, the secret key, and the webhook. Now there is the live, and this is actually live, but we still need to enter in the webhook secret. So let me first show you guys how to do this with test, and then I'll show you how to do it with live mode. So let's go over here to Stripe and go to the dashboard. Now really quick, I wanna hit test mode because we are in test mode right now. The next thing we'll do is over here, I'll click on developers, and then I'll click on API keys. And the first thing I wanna do is copy this, and I wanna paste this in the publishable key right there. And then for secret key, I'll go ahead and also reveal my secret key, and then I'll paste that in there as well. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is, you see this little permalink right here? I'm gonna go ahead and copy this permalink. So you'll see this is our webhook endpoints. I wanna copy this, and we're gonna paste it into Stripe. So over here, let's go ahead and click on webhooks. And then on the right side, I wanna click on add an endpoint. And for the endpoint URL, I'm gonna paste this here. Now I wanna tell Stripe what I'm using this for. So I'm using this to capture payments on sales funnel websites. Now for select events, I wanna click on charge. And then here we have select all charge events. So I wanna add all the events, and then click on add events, scroll to the bottom, and then click on add an endpoint. The next thing we're gonna do is right here for signing secrets, I'll click on this, and I wanna copy this, and now we're gonna put this onto our WordPress websites. So over here, I'll go ahead and paste this in. And then right here, I'll click on test connection. You guys are gonna see it is now synced up with Stripe. So on the right side, I'll click on save test keys. Okay, so now you're gonna see that we can now accept various credit cards and other payment gateways, right? So now you're gonna see the webhook is enabled. But really quick, for payment methods, I want to disable some. I don't want to have Apple and Google Pay, and I don't want this link by Stripe. I don't want those either. So I just want people to only use credit cards, right? Okay, so if you guys do want to test this out, we can go ahead and go to our websites. So let's go to visit sites, and let's just see if this is working or not. All right, so here's our funnel. I'll click on buy now. We'll scroll down, and now you're gonna see that we can use debit or credits. Now, if we enter 424242, this is actually the test mode, right? So you'll see right here, test mode, use this number. We'll put an expiration date, a random CVV, right? And then I'll click on place order. And this is the exact process your customers will go through when they buy on your website. And just in a few seconds, you'll see it brings them to this page right here where they can now download their invoice, right? So right here, if I click on this, it'll then download that course. So they can now use this course, or you can give them any file that you guys want right here, right? So we have the weight loss course. Now, really quick, we don't have that other upsell, so let's go back over here and let's add in the upsell this time. All right, so you'll see that we didn't add this. So now if I add this and we make the purchase again, all right. Now what's really cool about Stripe is that it'll actually save the credit card information on the website. So users don't have to keep going back to, finding their credit card, and maybe it's under their bed or in between their couch or whatever, So it'll actually save the details on the website so they can just quickly make orders all the time. So I'll go ahead and place the order. And if I scroll down right here, you'll now see that the weight loss course is here where they can download it, and also the superfood course. And they can also download this right onto their desktop, right? Pretty cool, pretty amazing, right? As you guys can see, this is an amazing sales funnel. So make sure to like this video. This is beautiful. Really quick, if you guys do decide to add in the redirect feature, just note that if they don't download it, it'll just take them to my website or the next website really quickly. So you'll see it automatically does that. So just keep that in mind if you guys do add a redirect on your websites. Okay, now also if you guys do want to add the PayPal payment gateway, that's a good idea. You guys can make a free business account with PayPal. All you gotta do is sign up, make sure it's a business account. And once you guys do that, you guys can sync it up with your website. It's actually quite easy as well. So let's go over here to WooCommerce and click on settings, and I'll walk you guys through how to integrate PayPal if you guys also want that payment gateway on your websites. So right here, I'll click on payments, and then I'll scroll down, and then right here under PayPal, I'll go ahead and turn this on. And right here, you'll just click on activate PayPal. You guys will want to make sure that you're logged in on your PayPal accounts using the same browser. Once you guys do that, it'll go ahead and prompt you guys to log in. So I'll go ahead and click on login. Okay, next I'll click on agree and connect, and then I'll click on back to WooCommerce. Just go ahead and give this page a few seconds. It's going to load all the settings. So this does take maybe 10 to 15 seconds. All right, cool. So now you're gonna see that our account is connected. So you'll see this is connected, and you guys can go ahead and now accept payments with PayPal.com. So that's up to you. You guys can use PayPal or you guys can use Stripe. I personally favor Stripe more. I think Stripe's a lot more simpler. With PayPal, they can use credit cards, but I think PayPal has higher transaction fees, and I just favor Stripe more than PayPal in my personal opinion. All right, so now that we've integrated payment gateways, now let's talk about the second funnel. Okay, so pretty simple, right? So in this next funnel, I'll show you guys how to implement a sales funnel for physical products. It's really simple. The only difference is that we're going to set up shipping. So when users do buy it, we are going to incur a shipping cost. So let me walk you guys through how to create sales funnels for physical products. Okay, so now that we created one funnel, now let's talk about the second funnel. So we're gonna create a second funnel, and this is more geared for physical products. However, in order for this to work, we also need to add in shipping costs because it will cost something to ship the actual physical product. So let's go ahead and assign a shipping cost for our next funnel. Over here, let's go over here to WooCommerce and let's click on settings. Next, we'll click on shipping. And now we're gonna add a shipping zone. So right here, I'll click on add zone. So the first thing, you're gonna set a shipping zone where you guys wanna ship to. So I'll put United States. And then under filter zones, I'll type in United States. Oh, United States, just like that. You guys can also choose to ship to only specific states if you want, but I'll go ahead and click United States right here. Okay. Now we need to select a shipping method. So right here, add a shipping method. So we can offer free shipping or we can offer a flat rate. So I'll click on flat rates, click on continue. So next you'll select a name for your rates. So right here we have flat rates. You guys can choose to make this taxable or not. And then right here you'll put a cost. So I'll just put the cost for shipping is $5.99. And then right here, I'll click on create and save. So essentially what I'm doing here is I am charging a flat rate of $5.99 for people in the United States. Now, I'll be very honest, guys, there is a lot to cover with shipping. You guys can have specific shipping classes. You can have specific shipping prices for specific regions. However, I have a whole nother video dedicated to this right here. So I'll leave this video in the description. This video is about an hour long and it goes really in detail about how to ship to different countries, how to different states, free shipping, requirements for free shipping. There's a lot to cover. So I'll just leave this video in the description because it is a little bit too much to cover in this video. But that is a general rundown of how to add a shipping cost for your shipping. So now that we added these shipping, now let's go ahead and create a second funnel. So over here, let's go ahead and click on funnels. Okay, so we built one funnel, right? But now we need to create a second funnel for our physical products. So to do that, let's first go over here to the products and let's click on add new. And we're gonna create our physical products for our physical sales funnel. All right, so the first product right here is my diet pills. So this is the main product, right? So diet pills for a woman, right? Or yeah, just diet pills. So here is our product, right? And then I'll just put diet pills. And let's just have Hostinger create something for us. All right, cool. We got some description. I'll just go ahead and copy this description here, right? Or actually we'll cut it, right? Because we're gonna put it below, right? And then here we have simple product. So I'm gonna put this is also $50, right? Now we're not gonna select virtual or downloadable, right? Because this is a physical product, right? Here we have inventory. This is where you guys can select how many you guys have in stock, right? If you guys want to go ahead and go that route, but right here, I can just put like we have 50 in stock or something like that, okay? Here we have shipping. This is where you guys want to set the dimensions, like the weight and the dimensions right here, okay? And then for short description, I'll go ahead and paste in this description here, right? And now I want to select an image for our diet pills. So right here, I'll select an image, upload files, choose the file, and I will select this one right here. I just found it on Amazon, so I'll just go ahead and just use this. Okay, and then I'll set this product image. And then below that, I will select the weight loss category, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and click on publish. Okay, so we have our diet pills, right? But now we also need to create our secondary product that we're gonna recommend on top of the diet pills. So up here, let's click on add new. And then these will be like the extreme burners or extreme fat burners, right? Okay. And then here, I'll just put fat burning pill. Let's see, fat burning pills. Create some description. All right, we got some description. I'll go ahead and just cut this right here, put this below. And this will be 20 bucks, right? Not too much, 20 bucks, all right? And then I'll go ahead and paste in that description down there. We're also going to make sure that we add our product image. This is very important. So this is the image that represents the product. So I'll just go ahead and use this one here. And then I will set this product image. And I think we're all ready to rock and roll. So I'll go ahead now and click on publish. Okay, so now let's go back and create a funnel. So over here, let's click on funnels. All right, now at the top right, let's click on add new funnel. All right, now here are the templates that we can use, right? And I've pretty much showed you guys how to, import these and design them. So I'm not gonna really go through and design it, from scratch because we obviously know how to do that. But I'll just use this one just for tutorial purposes. So this weight loss one right here, I'll go ahead and import this one. All right, so here is our landing page, right? But here for the checkout, we do need to add the products. So I'll click on the gear icon. And we'll search for the product. So I think we have diet pills, right? That's our main product. Here I'll put diet pills, add the product. And then for the order bump right here, I'll click on order bump. And now we're going to add in that order bump right here. So for the product, it was extreme diet pills, right? Extreme. Okay. I'll go ahead and scroll down and I'll click on save changes. All right, and then I'll click on save changes. Go ahead and close this. Now, if you want to apply this funnel to our website, all we got to do is just first go ahead and make sure that you guys save this, and then we'll just apply this with the theme customizer, and then we're just going to swap out a whole new funnel. So let me show you guys how to apply this funnel. Now, I'm not going to go through and design this one because I've already showed you guys how to do that. So now that you guys are familiar with the builder, you guys can pretty much do this with every funnel. So now let's apply the other funnel right here. So I'll go ahead and click on customize. And then for the homepage settings, I'll just go ahead and change this now to the weight loss. So weight loss landing, and then I'll click on publish. Here I'll go ahead and close this. And voila, we now have a brand new funnel. So obviously you guys might want to go through here, adjust this, add in your pictures, change the colors, be a little bit more decorative. But right here, if I go to start now, it'll actually just guide me directly to the funnel to purchase the products that we just created. So here's the capsules. I'll scroll down, and then here we can fill out our billing information. I'll go ahead and scroll down, and you'll see it does look a little different than the other one, right? So you guys can adjust this to your liking. Here I'll just go ahead and also add in this to my cart. Scroll down, you'll see that this is already stored, and then I'll click on place order. And that's it. So that's how you guys can easily switch between funnels using this page builder and plugin. It's actually really simple. So you guys are gonna see that the diet pills did cost us $50, right? Now the shipping was $5.99, so that was also included in the price. And then we also added in the extreme fat burners with the diet pill order. So that's how you guys can also create a sales funnel for physical products. Okay, so now that I walked you guys through how to actually enable test mode, now let's allow live payments on the website. So in order to enable live payments, let's first go ahead and uncheck the test mode, scroll to the bottom, and then click on Save Changes. We're also gonna go to our Stripe account right here, and then we're gonna uncheck this box right here that says test mode. And when you guys don't see that orange line anymore, now this is actually real live money. So it is the same process, and I'll walk you guys through that really quick. So let's go back over here to our websites. And the first thing I wanna do right here is under account details, under the edit account keys, I'll click on this. And now we have the live option. Now, when you guys actually install the plugin, it integrates a little bit of info with the website, but not all of it. So I'll just walk you guys through how to do this from scratch. So the first thing that I wanna do is go over here to developers, click on API keys, and now the same thing. Just like we did it before, we're just gonna do it without the test mode on. So I'll go ahead and copy this right here. And I'm going to paste this. Oh wait, whoops, my bad, there we go. And then paste that there. Okay, and then the same thing for the secret key as well. So I want to reveal the secret key. Here is the secret key. I'll go ahead and copy this, and then I'll go ahead and paste this here as well. Now the same thing with this webhook right here. So I'm gonna copy this, go back to Stripe, and then I wanna add the webhook. So webhooks, here I wanna add an endpoint, and then I'll paste in this URL. We're gonna let Stripe know what we're using this for. So this is for accepting payments, sales funnel websites. And then for select events, we're gonna select charge, click on select all charge events, and then click on add events. Scroll to the bottom, and then click on add an endpoint. Once we do that, here for the signing secrets, I want to go ahead and click on reveal, and I want to take this right here, and then we're gonna paste this onto the website. So over here, webhook secrets, we're gonna paste that, and then we're gonna test the connection. So if you guys do see connection successful, this is now fully synced up with Stripe, and you guys can now accept real credit cards on your websites. So to finalize this, just click on Save Live Keys. And if you guys did everything correctly, you'll see that the payment is enabled, the payout is enabled, and also the webhook. So that's how you guys can accept real credit card payments on your website. And you guys can also test this out by just go ahead and like creating a product. So if you guys do want to test this with your own credit card or your own debit card, you guys can just go ahead and, reprice the product to like $1 or 50 cents. And then you guys can use your real credit card to see exactly how the customers will check out on your website, right? So that's how you guys can add payment gateways on your website using Stripe and also PayPal. Now this very last sales funnel is going to be for leads. So if you guys just want to capture leads, walk you guys through how to do that. I'll be very honest with you guys. If you do want to use leads for your sales funnels, the pro version really does a lot more because you guys can set up a lot more automated emails with that. And then the free version, it is a bit limited. So I'll do my best here to just show you all the features and see if it's for you. And if you guys just want to check out the pro version a little bit later, you guys can skip. There are timestamps in the description, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Okay, so now we're gonna create our third funnel. And this funnel is gonna focus more on collecting leads. So if you guys want to just collect leads on people who are interested in something or collect email addresses, I'll be walking you guys through how to do that. Now, the first thing that you guys might wanna do over here is go over here to MailMint. And the first thing that we wanna do is we actually wanna create a list, right? So over here, I'll click on the contacts. And right now we have no contacts, right? So sad, right? But don't worry, we'll make some. So right here, I'll click on lists, and I first want to create a list. And this is essentially where we're going to store our subscribers. So right here, new list. And this will be like our funnel list or our funnel list. Yeah, there we go. For marketing purposes. Okay. And then I'll click on save. You guys can also add tags as well if you want. You guys can have specific tags for specific lists if you guys want to go that route. So right here, I'll just put like subs. Then I'll click on save. Okay. And if you guys do want to add in like contacts manually right here under new contact, you guys can just like add one in, right? So I'll just put in my email right here. Daryl Wilson, subscription status. I'll put that he is subscribed. I'll select the list and the tags, and then I'll click on save. All right, so at least we have one person now. All right, so it's not so empty, right? Cool. So now that we created this little list right here, now we can go ahead and apply this list with our funnel. So let's go back over here, and now let's add a new funnel. I'll click on add a new funnel, but I just want to focus more on, just collecting email addresses and stuff like that. So right here, you'll see this business coach. I just want to import this one right here. You're gonna see that there are various steps, but since we're using the free version, we can just take them to like this page and then maybe just this page, right? We don't even have to offer them anything. We can just say like, thank you, or we'll contact you or something like that. So we can just use bits and parts of this if you wanna go that route. So I'll go ahead and go back right here, and I just want to go ahead and import this one. Okay, so here we have the landing. We also have the checkout, and then we have thank you. Now what we can do here is we can just go ahead and delete this one. And then we're just going to connect the previous step and just have the landing and then just the thank you. There's really no need for us to have 3 different steps because we're just gonna tell them, hey, thank you so much for signing up and stuff like that. So really quickly, let's go ahead and turn on this builder right here by clicking on the pencil icon. So let's go ahead and click on the preview right here. All right, so here is our landing page, and you guys can see, we have the text, we have an image, and they can go ahead and subscribe. But I don't really like this page. I actually like this section here, to be honest. So I wanna make this a little bit more compact and optimal. I'm gonna take the sign up form right here, and I'm gonna drag and drop it like that. I think something like this is more focused, so I wanna use this as my landing page. So sad, I'm gonna go ahead and right click and delete this whole section. And here we have this section, and what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna make this a little bit larger. So for the height, I'll put fit to screen. So something more like, something more focused. It's like, I just want them to sign up. I don't want too much distractions. In fact, you guys probably should go ahead and just delete everything else, right? So typically for sales funnels, you guys want less distractions. So what I'm gonna do here is just get rid of all this stuff right here, and then just like have only the sign up and then testimonials. Like you don't want them to be browsing around different parts of the website because that's kind of annoying, right? So I'll just leave it like this, right? But here, if I click on this, you're gonna see this is an opt-in form. This can be found if we scroll to the bottom right here. You guys are gonna see there's this opt-in form, and that's exactly what that is right there. So if I drag it right here, you'll see that here is the actual form. Now you guys can obviously design this, like the form layout, the fields, and the style, and then you guys can style it to your liking to make it look just like this right here. So now that we have our form right here, I wanna adjust this. So for the form source, we're gonna select WP funnels, and I wanna collect the leads and MailMint right here. And then here we have a list. So now we have that funnel list. So basically everyone who registers with this sign up form will be subscribed to our funnel list. We can also select tags if you guys want to have specific tags right here. Okay. And then over here for the submit button, we can go ahead and change this, instead of get the free session, we could put download ebook, right? So download ebook or something, or whatever it is that you guys want to offer, you guys can go ahead and change that text, and then it'll apply right there, right? Over here we have action after submission. So for the action after submission, so this is actually using the Elementor contact form, and what it'll do here is it'll basically let you know when someone has signed up. So you might want to change this to your email right here, right? And then this will actually let people know when they are subscribed, right? And then for the other action, you guys do want to select next step, and this will take them to the very next step. There is some other information you guys can do, like register as a subscriber. This will actually register people on your website as a subscriber if you guys want to go that route. But I think this is actually pretty optimal. But I do want to make this a little smaller actually. So instead of this right here, we're gonna change the min heights. There we go, something like that. Let me decorate this a little bit more. I think we have too much padding here. All right, and let's go ahead and just maybe just adjust this just a tweak, just a little bit, There we go. I think that's better, right? Maybe we need a background. That's probably what we're missing. We need like a really stylish background, right? But you guys get the point, right? So now that we have this right here, we can go ahead and exit out of this. And here is our new landing page, right? It's very direct, right? It's very straight to the point. So let's go ahead and go to the edit funnel. And now we need to also go to the thank you page. So here is the gear icon for the thank you page. And now we need to design the thank you page. So right here, I'll click on the pencil. So there is kind of a problem here, right? So right here, we have that short code for the order details, but we're not selling anything, right? So I probably want to get rid of this widget. So I'll go ahead and delete this right here. And now we have this message, thank you and good luck. You could put other things like check your email, or we'll be in touch with you soon, or you guys can basically add anything you guys want here to, you know, let people know that they subscribed and that, you know, you'll be in contact with them, or they'll receive a downloadable file in their email. So you guys can go ahead and adjust this page to your liking. So I'll just go ahead and click on update now. And that is pretty much it for this funnel. So we have a sign up and then we have a thank you page. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this funnel and then let's assign it. Okay, so we're back over here on our website, and now let's apply this new funnel. So let's say you guys are running like some TikTok campaign where you want people to sign up for a giveaway or something like that, and you want them to, you know, sign up on your website. Over here under the homepage settings, we'll then change this to the, I think it was the business coach landing. I think that was it, right? Yep, there it is. Okay, and then we'll just publish this. And then we'll go ahead and close it. So then you'll see it takes them to this form right here, and you guys are gonna see it's very focused, right? There's no menu, there's no logo. It's like, just give us your email and shut up, right? And then if they scroll down, they're just gonna see like good things like, oh, this is amazing, yada, 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 right? So let's go ahead and give them our email. So we'll just put in like just a random email right here, and then click on download ebook. And then it takes them to this thank you page where you guys can go ahead and edit this to your liking. Now, also, let's go over here and refresh the page under the contacts, and we should have another subscribed list or another contact here. And then you'll see right here, there is the second contact. Awesome. And then you guys can obviously remarket to these people later using the MailMint app. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is if you guys do want to send email automations to your customers, I'll also walk you guys through how to do that. However, in order to do that, we need to actually create a form. So over here we have forms, and what I'm going to do over here is create a new form. And if you guys do actually want to automate like some email that's sent to them automatically, you guys need to create a form from scratch. So let me walk you guys through how to do this. This is a little, I guess you can say, different, but it works just fine. So here I'll put a title, right? And this will be like the list, right? And I want to assign this over here to the funnel list and then also the tags. Now this is actually using Gutenberg as the builder, but we can go ahead and also design this, right? So what I want to do over here is click on this button, and I want to make this button a little bit larger, right? Maybe like, you know, 90%, and then I'll go ahead and center that in the center. The same thing over here, we'll do center, right? And then for the placeholder text, I'll put email address. Okay. I'll inherit this from the theme, right? And then I'll click on publish. So essentially what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm going to basically create the opt-in button, and this actually integrates with MailMint, right? So Elementor itself does not really integrate with the actual list with MailMint, but we can use this form and this will work just fine. So now that we created this little form right here, we now need to assign it to our funnel. So let's go back over here and I'll just walk you guys through this. So I'll turn on Elementor. Now what I'm going to do right here is click on this, and then for the form source, I'm going to change this to MailMint. And you guys are going to see that this is the actual form. So it works just fine, right? And you guys can't style this because this is actually coming from MailMint itself. So it does look like it's part of the page builder, right? But it's actually two completely different elements, right? So I'll go ahead and select the funnel list, right? Select the tag, and then right here, I'll just click on update. Now, the only drawback with using the MailMint automation is that you guys cannot redirect users to the other page once they have filled this form out, right? So that is one drawback, right? And that's limited in the free version. So over here, if I go to view page and we type in like wilson@aol.com, it'll just basically like let them know that they have subscribed, right? Right here. So So it'll let them know that this was submitted. However, it won't redirect them to any other funnel, right? So that is one drawback of using it. However, the pro is that now we can send automations to people who sign up with this specific form. So over back on the MailMint dashboard here under automations, we can now create a new automation. So what we can do is we can actually create a whole email for those specific users. So right here, I'll click on select the opt-in welcome email. And then here we're gonna select a trigger, right? So here's the form, right? The list. You guys can also use tags if you guys want to, send tags as well. We'll put a time delay. You guys can choose like, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or, a day or something like that, right? And then here is the email. So we're going to send this specific email to those users who sign up. So we're gonna go ahead and change this, right? So we'll put Daryl at noreply.com, sender name. If you guys do want to reply to, you guys can put it there, right? And what we can do right here is click on design email, and then we can actually send the email that we're gonna send to those users who sign up. So right here, I'll click on welcome. And here is a welcome email. So I'll just go ahead and apply this one really quick. Okay, and here you guys can go ahead and adjust the email that's being sent out. So you guys can change the logo and you guys can, design this. So over here, if I click on the arrow, you guys can drag in elements onto the email, right? And then there's more information where you guys can decorate everything and decorate the styles. You guys can go ahead and put in like spacers, or you can add in images and stuff like that. And just remember, this is the email that will be sent when people subscribe to that specific newsletter, right? So I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and delete this image right here. So I'll go ahead and click on this image and delete this, and then I'll just save it. Okay. And then here I'll click on next. And then right here, I'll just click on start workflow. So essentially, anyone who signs up on that specific form will receive an automated email that we can fully design. So that's pretty much it. And you'll see it is now active. And if I go back right here, you guys will now see that this is an active automation. Now we're gonna talk more about automations when we talk about the pro version. The free version is a bit limited when it comes to automations, but if you guys do want to auto send emails, that's how you guys can do it. All right, party people, that is pretty much it for the free funnel section of this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And with that said, let's move on to the next section. Okay, so in this part of the video, we're gonna walk you guys through SMTP and also how to design the emails that your website sends out. Now, if you guys are using this plugin, you guys might have noticed that the emails may end up in spam or not delivered at all. This is a very common problem with WordPress. Unfortunately, it's like the biggest problem. So we're going to install a free plugin that's going to fix that issue. So all the emails will be sent to your customer's email inbox. And in the second section of this video, we're going to design the emails. So the default emails that WooCommerce sends out are very ugly and you guys will have to fix them. So we're gonna use a free plugin to basically customize the emails. Now, this is only for the free version. If you guys wanna upgrade to the pro version actually has a email builder that fully customizes everything, and it's actually much better. But for those of you who wanna use the free version, we're going to use this free plugin to send out emails. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. All right, party people, in this part of the video, we're gonna focus on some topics that your website may need improvement with. So we're gonna show you guys how to actually create a free business email and also how to properly route emails. You guys might have noticed that if people fill out the form, sometimes the email doesn't reach email inboxes, and it also might look a little weird like this right here, right? So I'll show you guys how to fix all that. We're also gonna talk about orders and how to process them. Now, really quickly, so if I go to my website over here, and if I actually type in my email address, and if I click on submit, you guys might notice half the time that it doesn't actually hit my inbox. So over here, you'll see if I refresh the page, nothing happens, right? I'm not really getting any emails, and it actually may end up in spam. So I'll be showing you guys how to make sure that all of your customers get emails inserted directly into their email inbox. And this can all be fixed with a simple plugin. So let's do that. Let's go over here to dashboard, and we're going to integrate an SMTP plugin. Over here, plugins, now click on add new. Now for search plugins, we're gonna type in SMTP. And here's a plugin that we're gonna use. It is WP Mail SMTP. This is a very popular plugin. You're gonna see it has 3 million active installs. So right here, I'll click on install now, and then we'll click on activate. And if we scroll down, you're gonna see WP Mail SMTP. Right here, I'll click on settings. Now on the left side, there is a setup wizard. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch the setup wizard. All right, so this is much better. Let's go ahead and go to this wizard. So right here, I'll click on Let's Get Started. We're gonna scroll down, and here we're gonna select Other SMTP, and then click on Save and Continue. So now we need to configure the mailer settings. So we need to enter in some SMTP information, some ports, and we also need to enter in some credentials. So let's go back over here to our Hostinger dashboard, and right here, make sure that you guys do select emails. So here we have emails that we can create, right? So right here, I'll go ahead and click on Setup, and you're gonna select your domain, right? So you're gonna select the domain that you guys have purchased from Hostinger. Now, I have already set up mine right here with DarylFunnel.com. So what I'm gonna do over here is once you guys create it, go ahead and click on Manage. Now, this is typically a free email that you guys can use with Hostinger. So you're gonna see right here, here's my email I created. So it's howdy@darylfunnel.com. What I wanna do right here is I wanna make sure that once I create this, that I get the credentials. So I wanna change this password. So what I'm gonna do right here is create a password, right? And this is for this specific email. Make sure that you guys do write this password down, right? So I'll go ahead and update it. I'll click on Save. So now I have the credentials, right? So we have my email, and then also we have the password. Now there is another step that we need, and that is the SMTP credentials. So here's the email account configuration details for Hostinger, and you're gonna see that we now have these SMTP right here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this information and we're gonna paste it onto our websites. Now this is strictly for Hostinger, so if you guys are using another web host, it will not work. You guys will need to find out whatever SMTP your current web host is using. But for most of us, we're gonna be using this one because that's what we signed up with when we started this website, right? So now let's go ahead and go back over here. So the first option is SMTP host. So over here, I want to go ahead and copy this. And then we're gonna paste it in there, right? And here we have the encryption. We're gonna select SSL. For the port number, we're gonna select 465 as stated, right? We're gonna scroll down, and now for authentication, I wanna make sure this is enabled, and we're going to now enter in our credentials. So our howdy@darylfunnel.com, and also the password that we wrote down. So go ahead and copy this, put in my password. For the from name, make sure that you guys put in something that relates to your website. And then here from the from email, I'm gonna put the email that we created, and then click on Save and Continue. All right, I'll go ahead and scroll down, and I'll just go ahead and click on Save and Continue. You guys can choose to opt into their email if you guys want. Here, I'll click on Save and Continue. And now it's asking for a key, but you guys don't need one. So right here, I'll just click on Skip this step. All right, cool. So we have set it up. Really quick, let's go ahead and go to the bottom and click on Finish Setup. All right, cool. So we have now basically configured this, but one thing also I do want to change is over here under the settings, now let's change the email to the one that we created. So right here, you're gonna see administrative email address. You'll go ahead and type in the new address that we created. And once you guys do, you'll click on Save Changes. Now, once you guys do that, you're gonna get an email that's gonna tell you that you have to verify it first. So over here, I'll go to Email Accounts, and then I'll go ahead and click on Webmail. All right, so you guys may receive an email like this right here. So all you'll do is click on this little link right here, and then that will actually change your WordPress email to the new one that we just created. So now let's go ahead and test this out. Let's go ahead and go back over here to WP Mail SMTP, and let's go ahead and test this really quick. So over here, we'll go ahead and scroll down. So you're gonna see that we have the from email, right? The one that we created. And here is the information, right? So if you guys do need to adjust this, you guys can go ahead and do that right here. But what we can do now is we can go ahead and test this out. So at the bottom right here, let's click on Tools. And now I wanna send a test email. So I'm gonna send it to, I guess, any email, right? Here, I'll just do PC Hoarder, right? PC Hoarder. And this will work for any email. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm using WordPress to send out emails. So right here, I'll click on Send Email. Okay, it says success. Now I'll go over here and I'll just go ahead and just like wait really quick. Oh, and there it is. So congrats, this has been successfully sent. And you're gonna see, it doesn't say that it was spam. It doesn't say that this is suspicious. You'll see it came from howdy@darylfunnel.com. So that's how we can make sure that customers are getting emails from our website. Okay, so now let's talk about the emails that your customers receive when they buy something on your websites. So I went ahead and I used this funnel right here, and I'll go ahead and click on Start Now. All right, so here is our checkout payments, and you'll see we filled all this information out. And if we scroll down, we're going to select the test one right here, and then just click on Place Order. Okay, and then we're going to scroll down, and we're just going to make sure that we enter in our email address right here. We're going to scroll to the bottom, and then we'll use our test credit card, and then click on Place Order. And then we'll just use the check payments for now, and then we'll click on Place Order. And there is the thank you page. And if we scroll down, you'll see that it has some general information. Now let's go ahead and check the email really quick. So I'll go ahead and check my inbox. And you're gonna see right away that we now have an email from our website. So we do know that the SMTP is working. If I click on this, you're gonna see that this is the typical form that your customers will receive, right? So this is the default WooCommerce emails that are sent out for all of your customers. Now, it is a little boring and ugly, right? There is a plugin that we can use that can actually make this look a little bit more modernized. So over here, let's go ahead and go back, and we're going to install another plugin. Now, this is not required, but if you guys do want to change those emails that are sent from WooCommerce, there is a email builder that you guys can use. So over here under search plugins, we're going to type in WooCommerce email. Okay, and we're gonna scroll down, and this is the one that I recommend. It's called Yaymail WooCommerce Email Customizer. So you guys can use this plugin to sort of brand your website to make it look more like, you know, your brand and stuff like that. If you guys don't, it's just gonna look like this, where it's just a very generic looking email that doesn't really have any information about your company. So we can go ahead and use this builder to design our emails. So let's go ahead and scroll down, and right here, you're gonna see the Yaymail WooCommerce Email Customizer. Right here, I'll click on Start Customizing. Okay, so here is the email customizer, and this is where you guys can drag and drop things like your logo, and then you can go ahead and change your logo to something else, right? So what we can do is just use one of their logos, right? Just for tutorial purposes, like let's just say this is your brand, right? And then over here, we can then change the color to something else that like represents our websites. I'll go ahead and delete this one. This is just ugly, right? There we go. Just get rid of that right there. And then you guys can add in elements as you go. You guys can also add in like columns as well. And then you guys can fully design this, you know, to make it look more like your business and your brand and stuff like that. Now also, here is the new order, right? Now, whenever you guys actually make a sale on your website, you are gonna receive an email called the new order notification. So this is the new order, and this strictly goes to you only, right? So you are an admin, and you're gonna get this specific email notifying you there's a new sale. Now your customers are gonna get another email, and this is called the completed order, all right? So I'll go ahead and switch this really quick. So whenever your customer actually like makes a sale and actually buys something, they're gonna receive this specific template called completed order. So this is the one that you guys actually want to, you know, change, right? So I'll go ahead and just change this really quick. Just give you guys an example. Okay, we'll use that. And then, you know, change this back to black, right? And then maybe we can add in something else. We can add in some social icons below that, right? And then here we can change the color to black. And, you know, just make it look more like our brand or something like that. So just remember, it is the completed order that you're going to, you know, customize that your customers will see, right? Once you guys are done, you'll just click on Save. And then you'll go ahead and enable this template. And then voila. If you guys do want to see how this looks right here under Preview, it looks like their email thing doesn't work too well, right? It's kind of broken, but that's okay. But we can always go ahead and actually send a test email. Right here at the top, I'll click on Send Test Email, and I'll just use my email right here, right? And then I'll click on Send Email. And this will give you an example of like what your customers will receive, just to make sure that, you know, when you guys do receive a lot of traffic and make sales, that it does represent your brand. So I'll go over here and you'll see Email Test. And then you'll see it looks more like the website, right? So, or not the website, but you guys can see, right? It'll, you know, you can make this look more like your business and your brand instead of this like ugly generic, like, you know, purple style they have going on there, right? So that is how you guys can design emails with your funnel website. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. So now that I showed you guys how to make sure the emails are properly routed and adjust the emails, now let's talk about orders. So over here under orders, whenever you guys do actually receive orders, you'll see that there's this orders tab right here. And here is a list of all your orders, right? So for example, right here, if you guys click on one of these orders, this will display all the information about your order. So it'll display the person's information, the shipping, it'll show what they bought. And then you guys can, resend these information to customers if they need it. Here are some order notes on the right side, right? And you guys can pretty much just go through here and just, view anything about the order. Here is the Stripe fee, and then also how much Stripe will pay you. Now, if your customers do want a refund, here, all you got to do is click on refund, and then you guys can just refund the amount. So if you want to refund like a partial amount, you guys can do that. Or if you guys want to do a full amount, you guys can just give a full amount right here. So I'll just put like 68 bucks and then refund via Stripe. And then you'll just put refund via Stripe. And then you'll see that now we can just go ahead and refund, right? So that's how you guys can view your orders and then also refund them just in case customers may have an issue with some of your products. Well guys, now that we covered the free version, now let's go ahead and move on to the pro section of this tutorial. Okay, so now that we covered the free version of this plugin, now let's go to step 3 and talk about the pro. Now the pro version of this plugin does give you a lot more features. It includes things where you can add more funnels, it adds upsells and downsells, and it actually shows you the stats and conversions for all of your sales funnels. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through the pro version of WP Funnels. We're also gonna walk you guys through the pro version of MailMint. MailMint is a plugin that adds email automation to your website, and it actually adds triggers. So for every single step that your customer goes through, you guys can send emails for every single step. Now, it is highly recommended that you guys have both of these plugins installed on your website. You guys can just upgrade to WP Funnels Pro, but if you want the email automation, you guys need to purchase MailMint, and they really go hand in hand. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through all the features with both of these plugins, and we're also gonna provide you guys with a discount code in the description of this video. All right, party people, in this part of the video, we'll be talking about the pro version of this plugin. So I did show you guys some features about the pro. So let's go ahead now and talk about the pricing. Now there is a link in the description of this video. It'll take you guys to this page right here where we can purchase the product. Now there's various plans that they have, right? And here we have WP Funnels, we have MailMint, and then we have WP Funnels and MailMint. I do recommend to get WP Funnels and MailMint because they sync together, and honestly, the email marketing that MailMint provides will recapture lost revenue, so it really does pay for itself. Now, you guys might think to yourself, well, $191, or these prices do change, guys. So at the time of making this video, it's about 190 bucks, but you guys might be thinking to yourself, this may be a little expensive, right? However, if you guys look at the top competitors, this is actually the cheapest option available. For example, this is ClickFunnels.com, which is another website where you guys can create funnels. You guys have probably heard about it. And if you guys want all of the features, including all of the pro features, you're gonna pay $297 every single month for the same features that you guys can get with the WP Funnels plugin. Also, you guys probably have heard of GetResponse as well. For the email marketing and the e-commerce features, you're gonna pay $119 a month with these platforms. So honestly, it is a no-brainer to go with something like WP Funnels where you can have all the features plus automated email marketing for $191 a year, which is your cheapest option. So I do recommend to go with one of these plans. I wouldn't get these standalone plugins because these two products really do accommodate each other. And before I made this video, I made the judgment of just telling you guys to go with the go with WP Funnels and MailMint just because it's much cheaper. So what you guys are gonna do here is you guys are going to go ahead and pick a package that works best for you. For example, if you guys want their medium annual, you'll go ahead and select it. And then right here, you guys will go to the checkout process. Also, one thing to consider is this company does give you guys a 15-day money back guarantee for any reason whatsoever. So if you guys did purchase it and it doesn't work out for you, or if you guys just don't like it, no problem. You guys can always get your money back. So you guys will go to the checkout process right here. You guys will pay with your credit card or crypto or, oh no, only credit card, right? So you'll go ahead and pay with your credit card. Now, I already have this product. So once you guys go ahead and make the purchase, I'll meet you guys in your accounts. So here is a list of the products, right? So all you guys are gonna need is you're gonna need WP Funnels Pro, and then also you're gonna need MailMint Pro. These add-ons here are actually pretty cool, but I think I'll save those for a whole nother video because those get a little bit more detailed about something a little unrelated to funnels, right? Like global checkout add-on is actually a really cool feature. I actually have a video that talks about it, and I'll put that in the description. It's under the best, the best WooCommerce plugins. But in this video, we're just gonna cover the Pro version and also MailMint Pro. So go ahead and download these plugins. So you'll go ahead and download this one here. And then also, you will also download the MailMint Pro as well. You guys will also need your license key. Right here, you'll see License Manage, and this will actually show your license keys. So right here, I'll click on License Manage, and then you're gonna see that they have license keys, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're going to upload those plugins, and then we're gonna copy and paste a license key. So let's go back to our website right here, and let's go to plugins. So let's go ahead and upload those Pro plugins. Let's go to the dashboard, plugins, add new, and then right here, I'll click on upload plugin, choose the file, and then I'll first upload the WP Funnels Pro. Here I'll click on open, and then I'll click on install now. I'll go back to our website over here, and under the WP Funnels Pro, I wanna make sure that I copy and paste this license key as well, because we're gonna need that. All right, now I'll go ahead and activate the plugin. Okay, and right here, you'll go ahead and paste in your license code, and then you'll click on Activate License. All right, cool. So our Pro version is now successfully added. Now let's upload the second plugin. So let's go ahead and go back to plugins and add new. If you guys are still not sure about it, you guys can just watch the video and you're gonna see the differences between the MailMint and then also the WP Funnels plugin. Let's go ahead and upload that other plugin right here. So this is the MailMint Pro. This is actually really essential because this gives you the automation. This is going to send out automated emails, and you guys can send out like a variety of emails, and that's going to recapture lost revenue. So it is really helpful to have this plugin as well. And then over here for MailMint, you'll see down here under the license section, I'll go ahead and paste in my code, and then I'll click on Activate License. All right, cool. So now our license has been activated. So now let's go ahead and go back to WP Funnels. So let's go ahead and click on WP Funnels. Okay, and here is a list of our funnels, and you'll see this one right here. We've already integrated with MailMint. I actually did this, on my own time, and I'll walk you guys through how to create one and integrate it with MailMint. But really quick, let's go over here to these settings. Now in the settings, you guys will get a few more options. Like there's offer settings where you guys can now, offer a little bit more. You guys can actually use different payment gateways for upsells and downsells. That is a little, I guess you can say technical, but I guess that's cool they offer you that feature. So if you guys wanna use different payment gateways for upsells and downsells, you guys can go ahead and do that. Here we have integrations as well. So if you guys wanna integrate Facebook Pixel or the Google Tag Manager or reCAPTCHA, you guys can do that here. Here we have the advanced settings where if you guys want to adjust these, you guys can go ahead and do that. And then we have role management. This is essentially going to disable the roles for specific users on your websites. So if you guys do want to disable tracking for specific users on your website, you guys can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead now and go over here and click on funnels. And now let's create a new funnel. So at the top right, I'll click on add a new funnel. So here is a list of the templates, and now we have access to the ones with 6 steps. And these are actually really helpful because these include upsells and downsells, A/B split testing, and a few other features. So I'll walk you guys through how to use all of the Pro features. So let's go ahead and use the Tripwire Funnel Pro. So right here, I'll click on import, and it's now going to import the 6-step funnel. So the difference with this funnel here is now we have 3 products. We have a checkout, we have an additional upsell, and then also we have a downsell page. So what I'll do here is I'll quickly go ahead and make 3 different products and then add them to this funnel. So before I give you guys a visual, let's go ahead and add in some products. So right here, I'll click on the gear icon, and just like before, we're just going to add in our products. So right here, we'll put in some products here that I made. I think trip. So here we have the trip sell product, okay? So I'm gonna add this as my main product, right? So I'm gonna add this product here. And we're also gonna add an order bump. So essentially in this funnel, we're gonna have 4 products that we're going to recommend or 4 different offers. So right here, add an order bump. And then we're going to offer another one. So here we have the trip sell guide, right? So I do also want to offer this guide right here. And then of course we can go ahead and, add in some description just like we did before, right? So I'll go ahead and go to the bottom right here and click on save changes. So now let's go ahead and exit out of this, okay? So if they decide to purchase something from the checkout, we can offer an additional product. So let's go ahead and add that here. So I'll click on the settings. And then we're going to add in an upsell product. So now I'm going to offer this starter kit, saying if you guys do decide to buy this, we're going to give you guys a starter kit. Okay, so we have our trip sell starter kits, and this is going to be recommended if they decide to make the purchase. So I'll go ahead and close this. Now, if they decide to decline the purchase, we're going to take them to the downsell page, where this is our last attempt to offer an additional product. So let's go ahead and add a product here. Here, I'll click on the gear icon. And now we're going to offer a downsell product. So right here, I'll type in trip, and then we're going to use the last product that I created. So we're going to offer a software guide. Okay, so this is the last attempt to, offer something for our funnel right here. I'll scroll to the bottom and click on Save Changes. Okay, I'll go ahead and close that. So now let me show you guys a visual of this funnel just to demonstrate what we just did. So here is the very first page. This essentially right here is the landing page. Once the user decides to click on Subscribe Now or Buy Next or whatever, it'll take them to the very next step. So now it takes them to step 2, which right here is our checkout page. So once the user go ahead and scroll down right here, they can also grab this trip sell guide if they want. They'll fill out their information, and then they can pay with credit card or check payments. So what I'll do right here is click on check payments and then click on place order. Now, instead of taking the user to the thank you page, it's now going to take them to the upsell page, which is this page right here. So this page right here is going to offer your customers one last offer to see if they can purchase more on your websites. The user can go ahead to decide to purchase this, or they can decline it. Now, this is where things get a little unique. So if they decide to purchase it, it'll take them right here to the checkout page. If they decline it, it's going to offer one last downsell product. So let's go ahead and decline the offer and see where it takes us. So right here, I'll click on no, I don't want this. And here is the very last downsell page. So you guys are going to see that this is the downsell page, which is this page right here. If the user decides to decline it or purchase it, then it's going to take them to the thank you page regardless of their answer. So if they still put no, I don't want, it'll take them right here to the thank you page. If the user decides to purchase it, it'll also take them to the thank you page no matter what answer they provide. And just like that, we now have our beautiful thank you page. So you guys are gonna see right here, the user has bought the product, and on top of that, they also bought our guide and then also our software guide as well. Here's their billing information and all the info they need for their own records. So that is an example of what you guys can accomplish with the Pro version. As you guys can tell, there is a lot more ways to make money with the Pro version, and the plugin truly does pay for itself. So you guys will need to go through these pages here and customize it and design it to see what best fits your niche. So now let's talk about a Pro feature that you guys also receive with this plugin, and this is called the A/B split testing. Here I'll click on the A/B split testing, and let's say, for example, you guys want to create a variety of different upsell pages to see which one converts the best. So right here, I'll go ahead and click on the plus, and then I'll duplicate this upsell page. So now we have one right here, and then we also have the variants. So with the variants, what we should probably do here is we should probably maybe change the images, change the colors, or see what we can do to really narrow down and optimize our funnel to make sure everyone buys as much as they can. So here we have this text, right? And instead of actually saying this, we're gonna tell them that this is the last offer. In reality, it's kind of not, right? We're gonna offer a downsell, but we're just gonna tell them this is the last offer and they can only get it through this offer. So here, I'll go ahead and get rid of this text right here. This is your last offer chance. Exclusive, there we go. And what I'll do right here is I'll go ahead and update. So essentially what I'm doing here is I am running two different campaigns against each other. And all I really did here was change the text. So going back over here to our funnel, I'll go ahead and also open this as well. So here is our original funnel, and you're gonna see that the text right here says, wait, we have one more offer, and we're actually gonna run this against this text where this is telling them this is your last chance. You guys can also change the images, you guys can add in elements, you guys can completely redesign this page to your liking to see which one converts the best, right? So I do recommend to have A/B split testing. It is a great way to see what text makes people convert, or what images, or what colors, or whatever. There's 1,000 reasons on what would convert a person on your website, right? Maybe they just don't like the color. Maybe they don't like the text. Maybe they don't like the way you're talking. Who knows, right? So it's always good to create like a second A/B split testing funnel for your sales funnel. So going back over here, if you guys do want to see the stats, up here we'll see stats, and this will actually show the visits, the revenue, and conversion rates. And then once you guys are done running this, you guys can pick a winner right here, and then just declare one as the winner, and then the A/B split testing will cease to, will stop. Also right here, we have traffic distribution. You guys are gonna see, who's getting more traffic, and this just makes sure that the test is being fair, right? So they do give you a lot of options right here. And once you guys do wanna run this, all you gotta do is click on Start and Confirm, and then the A/B split testing will start on your website. So this actually is really helpful to add on your websites. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Back now. And we'll click on Back. So right now you guys are gonna see the A/B split testing is running. So now we're running different upsell pages to see which one can convert the best. Now there is another feature right here, and this is the conditions. So the conditions are essentially just saying if the user does something, we are then going to recommend somewhere else. So for example, if the upsell is accepted, it'll take them to this page right here. Now, if the upsell is not accepted, it's going to take them to the next step right here. So choose the next step, and this is going to be the downsell page. Now, regardless, you don't really need to enter the downsell page because if they enter false, it has to take them to the downsell anyways, right? But you guys can add more conditions if you guys want to go that route. For example, if the user decides to buy something and they also decide to buy the order bump, then you can make an additional condition for your users, right? So right here, we'll go ahead and take them to like maybe the thank you page, right? So if they decide to do both of them, then we're just gonna take them to the thank you page because there's really no need to keep offering them more stuff if they've already converted on your funnel, right? So there is a variety of ways on how you guys can use the conditions, and you guys can actually use this for every single step. So let's say, for example, someone actually decided to buy something on your checkout and they also purchased another product, which was the order bump, right? So let's say, for example, someone actually bought something and they also decided to buy the order bump. We can actually bring them to a whole nother funnel, right? So over here under choose the next steps, we can click on add step right here. And this is just if you guys want to go this route, right? So if they decided to also buy the order bump, we can offer something else. So right here, I'll click on import. And then we're going to bring them to this page right here. So I'll go ahead and save this. So let's imagine someone actually bought something and they also bought the order bump. It'll bring them right here. However, if they bought something but not the order bump, we can then take them to a whole nother step. So I'll click on new step, and then I'll just insert this one. And then right here, obviously we can offer an additional upsell just depending on if they bought the order bump or not. So I'll go ahead and, just add another product right here. I'll just put in something else. You'll just put the software guide or something else, right? Add this product. And then I'll close it. Okay. And then right here for the last step, what we can do is we can just take them to the thank you page. So right here, thank you page, I'll just go ahead and import this step. So you guys are going to see this has bits and parts of, stuff like that. So you guys can use like bits and parts of the template. You don't have to use the same exact one. And you guys are going to see now we have a very dynamic sales funnel, as you guys can tell, right? So we have a variety of conditions. We have a few different options. So as you can tell, the pro version really does pay for itself. You guys can offer a variety of products just depending on what your users do on your sales funnels. So that is pretty much it for the pro version, guys. If you guys do have any questions about this, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But now that we have actually gone through and showed you guys the pro version of this plugin, now let's talk about the pro version of MailMint. Okay, so now that we talked about WP funnels, now we're going to talk about MailMint PRO. Now, MailMint PRO offers the email automation, and you guys can also add email automation for every single step. It is a really cool plugin that integrates really well with this other plugin, WP Funnels. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through how to use it. So what's really cool about this plugin is you guys can send email sequences for people who either opt in or buy something. So you guys can keep marketing to those people on autopilot just by setting up this once. It is highly recommended to add these to your sales funnels. I mean, they can only make you money, right? So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through MailMint PRO. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about the pro version of MailMint, right? So we do have access now to automations and a few other features like also abandoned cart. But really quick, let's just go ahead and go to our settings right here. So before you guys decide to actually set everything up, you guys should go ahead and enter in your business information. You guys also might want to adjust the email settings right here. So you guys will go ahead and put your from name and your from email and then reply to, stuff like that. Here we have double opt-in. So double opt-in means users will have to go to their email and confirm it. And once they do that, then they will be a subscriber. You typically add this if you want to reduce spam, because this will actually force users to go to their email to make sure it's a genuine email. So it will bring more quality if you guys do have this on. Next, we have the general tab. And this is just some general options where if they decide to unsubscribe, you can redirect them to another page. And then over here, there is some more preferences, or if you want their first name, their last name, their status. And then also there's some few options right here if you guys want to go ahead and check those out. Next, we have WooCommerce. So WooCommerce, I do recommend to actually customize this email. So what you guys can do is you guys can use this to override the default emails that are sent from WooCommerce by going over here and enabling these. And then once you guys actually enable these, you guys can click on customize, and then you guys can then go ahead and design these using MailMint instead of actually using the default WooCommerce emails. Now, earlier in this video, I showed you guys a plugin called YayCommerce to actually design the emails for WooCommerce. I recommend to disable that if you guys do have the Pro. So now you guys can go ahead and decorate the emails from your website using WooCommerce. And this will actually really make a huge difference. You guys can also like upload your brand. So here you guys can change the logo, because usually it's just going to just give a default WooCommerce logo. So you guys might want to go ahead, maybe insert your logo here. And then over here, we can go ahead and change the color to black, right? And then so on and so forth, right? And then once you guys are done with that, you guys click on publish right here. And then this will go ahead and save it for all of your emails. Okay, and here is my email. Now, we also did install the SMTP plugin earlier. So if you guys didn't watch that part of the video, I highly recommend to do it. That'll make sure all of your emails are sent directly to your inbox. And this is an example of what it'll look like, right? So you guys can go ahead and custom build this from scratch using the email builder. Now, to be honest, guys, this will take time, right? You're gonna have to go through here, add in columns, and everything's drag and drop, but this will take a little bit of time. So go ahead and pause the video, maybe go ahead and check out all of the emails, but I highly recommend to customize every single email with WooCommerce. So we'll go ahead and turn that on. So you guys should go ahead and turn all of these on right here and then customize each of them. And then once you guys are done, you guys will go ahead and save it, right? So you click on save settings. So this may take time, right? This definitely will take time. So I'm not gonna say it's easy, right? You will need to go through here and design all of these just to match your logo and your company culture and so on and so forth. So I'll go ahead and click on save changes. Now also right here, we have add to lists. I do recommend to create a list with MailMint as we did earlier in the free part of this video. And here we can go ahead and add those users to that list. And then also we can assign tags as well. So I'll click on save settings. Okay, so that is the WooCommerce email summed up. I do recommend to go through here and check those out. Next, we have abandoned carts. I do recommend to turn this on. This is essentially going to track the users who abandon their cart, and it's going to send them emails, and it's also going to make sure you guys do send follow-up. Now right here, it says when cart is abandoned, you guys can also add those users to the list right here. So if they enter their email and they decide to not buy something, we can remarket to those people later with the funnel list. So I'll go ahead and click on save settings. Here is contact fields. And these other options right here aren't that important. This is for like OpenAI, webhooks, compliance, reCAPTCHA, and a few other options. But these options right here are critical. So make sure that you guys do go ahead and check those out. So now let's go over here and click on the campaigns. So here are campaigns, and these are emails that you can typically send out to people on your list. We then have automations. Automations are emails that are going to send out sequential based off what you create. So you guys can create a sequence of a bunch of emails that will be sent to customers depending on their action, and then we can apply those to our sales funnel flow. So these are forms, and typically these are forms that pop up on the websites. If you guys just want to see what I'm talking about, you guys can see they have a few different ones, but I do not recommend of forms for a sales funnel, because the whole purpose of this is to convert and to make money, not to remarket to them later, right? If you have the opportunity to make money now, you want to take that chance, right? So these are forms that you guys can go ahead and check out. Here we have email templates. If you guys want to create automated email templates, you guys can do that right here. And then here is abandoned cart. And this will show you recovered money, recoverable, and then also lost money as well. So this really will show more information once users decide to abandon the cart and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go to automations, and let's focus on automations. So obviously campaigns are emails that you guys can send out, right? But these are manual emails that you'll have to send out. So let's go ahead and focus on automations. So automations are emails that will be sent automatically based off a customer's behavior. So let's go ahead and start from scratch here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and first click on new automation. So here we have some pre-built journeys, right? Now, depending on the user's action, we can send a sequence of emails depending on what the user does. If the user decides to opt in, we can send them a variety of emails. If they buy something right here, we can send them follow-up orders with potential coupon codes or offers or something like that. If the user decides to abandon their cart, we can send them recovery emails to guide them to purchase more products or, buy one of our offers. So let's first go ahead and do the new user welcome email. Let's first start with this one. So I'll go ahead and select this pre-built journey. Okay, so here we have trigger. Now, this is going to basically say if someone registers on the website, we can then add them to the list, right? So I'll go ahead and select our list right here. It'll wait 1 minute, and then it'll send them a welcome email. Now, earlier in the video, we did create an opt-in funnel right here. So do you guys remember this one? Well, we're going to come back to this. So here we have our current funnel right here where we are subscribing people to our newsletter. However, there is one important option we need to select. So over here under the action after submit, so you guys just want to make sure that you guys do have registered user as subscriber on. The reason why is because if you guys do have this on, this will actually start the automation process. And then after they register, we can then send them a test email right here. So I'll go ahead and click on this right here. Now this is going to be a welcome email, right? So you guys want to make sure that this is relevant to your business. So right here, I'll put in like welcome to the family, welcome to the Daryl Wilson family. And then this is the preview text. So this is going to be the secondary text they see in the email. So it's going to be this text right here. So go ahead and go back to our funnel right here. So I went ahead and I just put in some preview text. And then right here is where you're going to design the email. So I'll click on design your email. And here we have templates for welcome, right? So I'll go ahead and select welcome. And then I'll use this one right here, this welcome email. So I'll go ahead and click on apply. Now this is the MailMint builder, and you guys saw, so this is the MailMint email builder, and you guys saw this earlier, and this is where you guys can drag and drop elements onto the actual email right here. You guys can go ahead and swap the images, and you guys can, build your own email right here from scratch. I'm not gonna go too far into this, but it will take you guys time to obviously create a welcome email. But here you guys have elements. Here you can also display products under the WooCommerce, so you guys can actually drag and drop your products right here. So there is our product. We don't have an image for it. See, I think this one right here, we have an image actually. Okay, so there is our product and there's our image. So you guys can go ahead and, drag and drop your products. You guys can also, drag in columns right here. So you can have like a 2-column row, 3-column row, 4-column row. And then for these styles, you guys can obviously adjust the font right here. And then you guys can adjust the text color and also the background color as well for your emails, right? So yeah, that's a quick little rundown, right? But what I'm gonna do here is just click on next. So here we have an email that we're gonna send once they register. However, we can also send another email maybe like a week later or something. So right here, I'll click on the plus and we're gonna add a time delay of, let's put 1 week, right? And after 1 week, we can then send them another email. And this could be something like a coupon code. This can be something else, right? So you'll go through the same process right here by just filling out this information, filling out a subject line and then a preview text. And then you'll also design this follow-up email. And of course, you guys can keep adding to this, right? So maybe we can do another time delay. And then obviously we can send another email, maybe like 2 weeks later or something like that, right? So time delay of we'll put 3 weeks, right? And then we'll send them another email and so on and so forth. So that is how the automation works. So you'll see once they register, we can then send them a variety of emails to keep remarketing to them, to keep them engaged with our business. So once you guys are done with all of that, we'll then click on Start Workflow. So now that we created a new user welcome automation, now let's create an abandoned cart email automation. So right here, I'll click on New Automation. We're gonna scroll down. And here we have a variety, right? So if someone buys something, you guys can send them an email here. If there was a failed order, maybe a bad credit card, you guys can send them another automation email here. But let's just go ahead and do the abandoned cart right here. So I'll go ahead and select this. Okay, so the first thing we have is the trigger, right? So we're going to basically say all products, right? So if any product on our website is abandoned, we are going to remarket to them. So here we have a time delay, right? So after how long do you want to wait until you send them this email? Typically you want to send it within a 3-hour time frame. This is the best time to recover abandoned carts. And then here we have the email. So we have the sender name, which you're probably going to put yourself, right? So ours was howdy@darylwilson.com. Or I'm sorry, darylfunnel.com, my bad, darylfunnel. Remember we made one earlier, right? Yeah, darylfunnel.com. Here is the sender name. We'll put Daryl Wilson. And then, you know, same thing here. We'll go ahead and we'll copy this. We'll paste that in there, right? And then reply name. We'll just put, you know, no reply. And then here we have, hey, we saved your cart. Or, hey, we missed you, or something like that. And then here we have the preview text. And then you guys can go ahead and design this email. So I'll go ahead and click on Edit Templates. And then right here, you guys can go ahead and edit this email to your liking, right? Now, they also do have abandoned cart templates that you guys can use. So right here, I'll go ahead and click on the plus, click on Send an Email. And what we can do here is like, hey, man, we missed you. We missed you. And then obviously you can put some text. If you guys do want to go ahead and use their templates, right here they have abandoned cart recovery. And then they have these 3 you guys can choose from. Now, what I recommend is you guys should probably just use the structure of these, right? Don't use the images, obviously, right? I mean, you're probably not a liquid spa, right? But you guys can go ahead and use the structure right here and then just go ahead and replace this with your own stuff and then just go ahead and use this sort of structure for your email for your abandoned cart recovery emails. So I'll go ahead and click on Save and Next. Also, one thing to consider is you guys probably want to use the short codes. So here they have the short code for the first name. So yeah, go ahead and, you know, grab in the short code right here and place it. Go ahead and close that. Now here we have wait 12 hours and then you guys can send them another email as well. Wait 24 hours and then you guys can send them a last chance email and stuff like that. So this is the abandoned cart recovery email sequence that you guys can use. Once you guys are finished with this, you guys will then click on Start Workflow. So that is essentially how we can create automated emails, right? So now we have a bunch of triggers set up on our website. However, we can also set up automations for our sales funnels as well. So what I'll do over here is I'm gonna go over here to WP Funnels, and then I'll click on Funnels. Okay, so now that we have our funnels right here, I'll go ahead and click on one of our funnels. I'll click on Edit. And now right here, you're gonna see that we can add automations. So right here we have automation, right? So I'll click on the automation. And now I wanna select a start point. So if someone actually decided to opt in right here, where they actually submitted the actual, where they actually submitted the form, I'll click on opt in submitted. And then right here, I'll click on plus. And now we can actually go ahead and do the same thing if we want to go ahead and send them, emails or whatever. But the first thing I probably wanna do is add them to the list right here. So I'm gonna add them to my list if they sign up, right? So that's the very first thing that we're gonna do. Now, the second thing that we're gonna do is we can go ahead and then send them an email sequence. Now, earlier we created the emails, right? But here we can apply the email sequence. So right here, I'll click on the sequence, and then you're gonna see that we have the welcome sequence right here. So this is the welcome sequence. So this is gonna send them a variety of emails that we can use in order to market to them, right? So now the email sequence will go ahead and display all those emails that we created earlier. Now you guys are more than welcome to just create like one email if you guys wanna go that route, or you guys can do the email sequence, which will send a sequence of emails automatically. I feel like this one is more optimal because now it's gonna send them like 3 or 4 emails up to 1 month instead of you having to constantly send out emails yourself, right? So this is more of an automated process and I do like this. So once we actually go ahead and select that, you'll see we can go ahead and save it, and then we'll go ahead and click on back. All right, so on the very first step, the automation is running, right? Now, let's say, for example, someone decides not to buy the downsell. Well, let's go ahead and add an automation right here. So right here, I'll click on select the start points. And if they decide not to buy the downsell, I'll go ahead and click on downsell rejected, and then I'll click on plus. And now I want to send them an email. I'm going to offer them a crazy coupon code if they come back and decide to purchase on our websites. So right here, I'll go ahead and open this. Obviously, you guys will go ahead and adjust the sender email, the reply name. This will be Daryl Wilson, right? And then here we'll put in something like your downsell, your last product is waiting. Must hurry, must hurry. It's all about scarcity, right? And then right here, we can go ahead and design this email. So let's say, for example, they went ahead and they rejected that email. We're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna send them one more offer. Maybe there's a way we can convince them to buy the downsell. So let's go ahead and send them one more product offer to see if we can convert them. So here's the email, and this email will be sent to users who decline the actual downsell, right? So you guys can go ahead and probably just decorate this a little bit, add in some stuff. Now, what I recommend to do here is you guys cannot recommend the downsell and then link them to the downsell because they need to purchase the upsell first. What I would recommend to do here is I would actually recommend to create a whole nother funnel for people who typically reject the downsell. So you guys can go ahead and make a whole nother funnel from scratch and then use the downsell as the very main product, right? And then once that's done, you can take them to that page and then you can see if you can convert them or not. So I think that is probably the best route. So right here under the link, you would then link them to the new flow or the new sales funnel that you're going to create, right? Makes sense? Okay. So I'll go ahead and just click on save right here. Obviously, you guys need to link them to another sales funnel, but yeah, that's just some creativity for you guys if you guys decide to go that route. And now you guys will see the automations are running. So the first automation is running. So people who sign up will then receive a sequence of emails. It'll take them to the checkout, the upsell. You guys can also add automations for every single step right here, except for the thank you, right? Because at that point, they're already out the door. And then here we also have the automation running for the downsell for people who decide to reject that. So as you guys can tell, this is a very dynamic sales funnel, and this is a great way to make as much money as you possibly can. I hope this video did help you guys out. If you guys do have any questions about MailMint or anything else, let me know in the comments below. But overall, we are pretty much done with this tutorial. I walked you guys through MailMint, I walked you guys through WP funnels and everything else. And I think overall, this is a great plugin to add to your website in order to convince people to buy. So if you guys do have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, and I'll see all of you party people later. All right, party people, thank you guys so much for watching my sales funnel video. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I did test out various plugins before making this video. We tested out cart flows, we tested out funnel kits and this plugin, and we found that this plugin hands down was like the best. So I think you guys will really appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. My name is Daryl Wilson, and I will see all of you party people in the next video, guys. Take care.